everybody, and welcome to the party. Specifically, of course, welcome to episode 12 of A Call to Rising. Yay! We thank you for being here. If you like this show and want to learn more about other awesome shows on this channel, please check out our Discord below. And for the up-to-date information, like the quick reminders when a show's about to start, please check out our Twitter, also listed below. They will tell you when some of our great shows like Aegis starts, as well as the 3Vs, Vibrant, Visible, and Victorious, the recent one-shot collaboration grouping. I don't quite fully know what to call it, but it happens on Sundays, and they do a wonderful, wonderful job. So please check them out. It's very vibrant. It's pretty visible.
Sometimes victorious.
Sometimes they win. Otherwise, we would like to thank our sponsors. First and foremost, our patrons. If you would like to get involved and become a patron of Welcome to the Party, please, again, check out some of the information below. Otherwise, we have our continuing sponsors, Devin Rue, the Mistress of Maps, who is located at rueinc.com. She makes very beautiful fantasy maps. They're just gorgeous. Please check them out. Otherwise, if you are interested in some dice, thank you, Nav, for that on point right there collaboration there. If you would like some awesome, amazing dice, check out Tabletop Loot at tabletoploot.com. And finally, if you need to wear clothes that express your geekiness, because we all need those, let's be honest, and ones that even express our shows here at Welcome to the Party, please check out So Nerdwear at sonerdwear.com, where you can still use the promo code WELCOME for 10% off your first purchase. I think I'm getting pretty good at this pitching at the beginning here. Mm-hmm. I'm improving.
A lot smoother.
Yeah.
One of these days I'm gonna have one of the maps, one of the shirts.
I have no problem with that. I'll appreciate it, and I'll just be like, and look over here. That'll work out. We'll work on a bit. But otherwise, are we ready to start, players? I get a shrug. Good enough. All right. Mild agreement there. That works for me. When last we left off, the ACTR, excuse me, I just lost my acronym there, ACTR Spearborn, who I really just call the Spearborn most of the time.
We call ourselves Spearborn as well.
Okay, cool. That helps me then.
It's simpler.
Yeah. But the Spearborn had been off in the burnt tundra helping out the local farmers of Tregarin, and more specifically Denlit, the outskirt area, as they had been attacked by blights that were coming from some more powerful source somewhere up to the north. Vanessa tracked them down. They found some incoming blights along the way that the party was able to defeat, but then continued on to this large blighted forest, for lack of for a quick description. While investigating this blighted forest, they found one particularly large, imposing, and clearly more evil than the rest of the other trees. Investigated it, and while investigating, they found out that there was a dryad nearby. While engaged in conversation with the dryad, ever so hard trying to charm the party and just not making it against elves and good wisdom saves.
And one human.
One good wisdom save. Well, no, it was all good wisdom saves. You guys did great. Finally broke off into combat to prevent actually anybody from being controlled. The dryad was hit and destroyed, but the rest of the blights that were surrounding the party continued the fight until it was suggested by Izzy to hit the tree, I think was the word. The party then began their assault.
That's one, the evil one.
Nice. The evil tree. Wait, no, you still have a beard. You could be the evil one. The blighted tree. There we go. Wait, are you sick? Wait, this is not working. The Yeah, the tree that you killed. The tree that started bleeding when you started hitting it, and with its destruction, the party was able, all of the blights became inactive, and the party was able to rest, relax, loot, which is of course the most important part, and then have a relaxing bonfire after being able to take part of this core of the tree out. The party rested for the night, and with it, they leveled. Yay.
So that means we're at full health now, right?
You are at full health, full abilities, full everything. Half your hit dice if you used any, or up to half your hit dice. So if you used more than 2 before, then you've only got 2 back. But you guys, for simplicity's sake, I understand that Renessa is only 4 hours of sleeping versus other people. There were watches and whatnot. Everybody will have awakened in the morning, unharmed, unattacked. Everything has mostly returned to normal, it seems, with still some embers in the tree glowing away as you awaken.
As long as Vanessa doesn't start trying to do, like, an examination of my innards with me waking up to her bloody hands, I'm okay with this.
You may have had that nightmare already.
Yes, I'm sure I have.
Even when she was investigating the tree, her hands came back bloody afterwards.
That giggle is now going to be, like, out there for the world.
Nice.
See, you have your evil giggle, I have my evil laugh. It's spreading.
Evil giggles are cute.
And I have a steak.
Well, you might have some leftover meat from all of your days helping out farmers. So sure, you're having steak for breakfast. I don't see any problem with that.
Hopefully it's actually cooked this time and not like spit roasted fireballs.
You have an evil embering fire to go off of, so probably cooked okay.
It might taste a little evil, though.
That just adds flavor.
Evil smoked.
I mean, evil is one of those spices that everybody looks for, but it's really hard to get.
It's like hunger. It's the best spice in the world.
Stolen. Stolen is the best spice in the world.
No, I'm pretty sure hunger is, because you can eat anything with hunger.
Yeah,
This is for
if it comes off of mom's plate.
this is for a debate of another time, I see.
Yes.
We will have this
Anyway,
debate off camera.
Cooking steak with evil smoke.
But otherwise, you are all healthy, slightly blood covered in some measures, either yours or the trees. What would you guys like to do?
Let's go to the farm.
I was gonna say, let's follow the trail back. Well, first, is there a trail leading past the tree?
Roll a survival.
And I'm in the forest.
You are in a forest. An evil forest.
+6. I almost typed in 1d26 and I was like, wait, that's not gonna be right.
All I can think of is Mermaid Man going, "Eek."
I find nothing.
You have advantage.
No, you have expertise, basically, for your... right?
Yeah, it just doubles your proficiency bonus. And that's what I rolled. Because usually it's a +4, doubling the proficiency bonus makes it a +6.
Okay.
And I rolled a nat 1.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a try because I'm curious. Because why?
Would you not normally trust Renessa?
We're still getting to know each other? It's been, what, 5 days?
No, we're almost into double digits now. Yeah. Because part of it was you were, hold on, I had notes. It was 5 days in the city, and you had 2 days up here, and this was the 8th day. You're almost into double digits, I maintain.
Okay.
Okay, I don't start trusting people till the double digits. At least 10 days.
Give me a
It was
roll.
like 5 days. 5 months.
You actually had some travel. You slept. Like, it does all of these great things.
I found a tree.
Well,
And I found a tree.
it's on fire.
Mm-hmm.
Not on fire.
Ember.
Yeah. No, I meant the person. The person is not on fire, but the tree is on fire. Don't worry, we'll get out of here soon, I swear, people, or not at all. We'll just keep making these jokes the entire episode.
All the puns.
Let's
All
make these jokes the whole
It's
time.
the Trayvon episode.
Tree beer.
Casually, cat catches the cat's tail on fire. Look, tree's on fire.
No, because then that would be Twitch is on fire.
He's got fur, it'll be fine. She's got fur, it'll be fine. Sorry.
But it will still be Twitch then. Okay. And by Twitch, I mean the cat and not the channel. Welcome to our Saturday night, folks. We're happy to have you.
Welcome to our puntastic show, guys.
This is going to be a
What
night.
makes it better is this was unintentional.
This really was. All right.
Which why it's the best.
You look around up above and north of the tree, seeing if it continued a line or if there's any additional trails. You don't find anything in the area. You see that there is some marks left over from the movement of the blights as you were fighting them and everything, but nothing seems to be leading in a further path to the north.
Casually,
To the cottage.
To the old path to find all our way back to the farm.
Yeah, that other group of buildings that we found.
All right. You start your trek back down southward, vaguely heading in the direction back of Trigarin itself as just the reverse path. Can I get a... I'm assuming that Renessa is still doing her tracking, and she's the primary person. How else would tasks like to be split up for the walk? It was a couple of hours back to your marker point.
I was just gonna help out with perception. So if that'll give Renessa, advantage, that'd be super.
I do survival.
Yeah,
If you want to help out with her tracking.
I'm
I'll
the
do-
one who's usually doing perception or stealth, but
I got stealth.
okay.
All right, so then it'll be Renessa with advantage since you're being helped out by Mark for following the path. Isabella is still covering up the path to make sure that you are walking through unseen, and Twitch is keeping an eye out for anything else that might be around. Can I get a roll from each of you? First, we have
I
Twitch.
have hands.
It's gonna be a night.
Oh my gosh.
I just remember last week we had like a lot of 20s up front, so I guess this is the fixing
we
for
had-
that.
A lot of 20s after we started combat. We had a lot of 1s before.
It's everything.
Because you guys had to roll before we started.
I rolled a 19.
You have advantage. Would you like to go for the 20?
Let's see if I can roll a 20. Why not?
Oh, and you rolled a 13. You've got a couple of numbers. Would you like to go for a 15? Hey, look at that.
I rolled a 15.
Wow, I called that.
You did.
Buying a lot of tickets tonight. All right. Yeah, you're able, Renessa, you are able to pretty easily follow the path. It's one that you left yesterday and it leads outward. You feel you've got everybody on a very straight and narrow go. Isabella, you are just behind doing the, again, sweep through. You feel pretty good about this. Actually, you make a very fair point. Renessa, you're very happy that you have Mark's assistant right now. As you're going back, you actually can't find a decent path from you guys from the day before.
I'm useful.
Okay. I just realized that I didn't investigate the. Did I investigate how the corruption started? Or were we not able to get too far into that and we just kind of.
I don't think we were able to find a source of the corruption.
The
Okay.
closest like you were able to find was it did seem to be centered around the tree, so that's why you were making sure that the blighted tree was well taken care of.
And the tree had
A dark wood core to it.
Right.
hello random mother person.
D&D mom.
I was just gonna let it go and not say anything. This is the internet, that's how it works.
I waved.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to double check that since we were starting to head out.
No, that's fair, and that was something you had expressed anyway, so I wouldn't have let it just completely bypass.
So the corruption was mainly in the...
And to be honest, last week we ended really late. So things could have easily been forgotten or slightly overlooked or dream hazed at this point, so.
To be
Oh,
fair,
yeah.
we had
What
a
are you
game
doing
plan.
with all the bones?
The bones are staying behind. I'm not carrying them.
Yeah.
But we should probably also, before actually heading out, kind of divvy up some of the stuff.
We'll hold on to these rolls. We'll backtrack. You're still at camp.
We are still...
Retcon!
So Renessa's going to hand Mark the breastplate. Does anyone have identify?
Let me... Nope.
Okay.
Just
Because
as
we
I
have
would, but I
three
don't cast
items
magic.
that need identified. So the 3 items that need identified, I want to make... You have identify? How many times can you cast it?
It's a ritual.
free. I can't ritual cast.
Oh.
Do you have identify?
Yes, I just realized when I leveled up.
Okay. I have a second sadder question, though, for you.
Yes.
Do you have a pearl worth 100 gold?
No.
Not yet. Unless if I have it somehow. So I don't think so. I have identify. Though. So once I get that pearl, we should be set.
Alright, so I'm going to go down the list. Breastplate goes to Mark. Who wants the scimitar? Does the scimitar look nicer than the 2 that I'm already carrying?
It looks like it has... Your scimitars you got while you were traveling, right?
No, it was underneath the tree with the bone.
No.
My character carries 2 scimitars.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm double checking is if the one that was found underneath the tree is better than the 2 I already have.
I apologize. Yes, that is what I was questioning.
She might have, she probably would have picked them up on her travels when she was learning like more of the ranger trades from the guy she traveled with for a while.
Yeah. Yes, you would say that it is approximately the same in some quality, but there is a little bit of a nicer design on this. It actually has a little bit of a woodland scene, like part of the pommel.
Mine. Unless no one else wants it.
Well, then you have your scimitar that you could just give them.
I also now have 1 extra scimitar if anyone wants a scimitar.
I don't have proficiency in a lot of things.
Okay, well then I'll just be carrying an extra scimitar. Who wants the greatsword?
I wonder.
Mark, do you want it? Huh?
Yes, please.
She'll hand over the greatsword.
Isabella tries to take the great sword and goes.
I just let her try to take it at that point. Just say, okay.
Drag.
Tomorrow at some point?
Do me a favor and roll a strength check.
Oh man.
Oh, this is gonna be perfect. Strength.
Yeah. For your non-proficient weapon.
Yes.
You watch as all of this is going on at part of the interim, Isabella goes over and lifts it over and does the stumble backwards thing and falls over with it just over her head.
I'll just reach down. It's like, okay, that's enough.
Nice. Okay.
I will help her up.
Scimitar, great sword, breastplate. I'm also now going to do the comparison again. Does the longbow that was found beneath the tree compared to the one that I already carry?
No, this longbow's taken a little bit of damage. Yours looks like,
Okay.
yeah.
Anyone want a longbow?
I've got one.
I think you got your longbow from Twitch.
Yeah.
So Twitch might want a replacement longbow. Maybe. I don't actually know. We'll move on from this for the moment. What
right.
beyond the longbow?
Longbow will get set off to the side. And I guess the arrows will sit off to the side as well.
I'll take the extra arrows. At least for the moment.
Okay, there's 25 of them, so you can have all 25.
Cool.
Because I still have 30 something. So 25 arrows. Goes to Mark. Do y'all mind if I take the herbalist kit?
Go for it.
It's missing a couple of vials now. They were stolen by people.
Yeah.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Oh, you're fine.
You're fine. Do you want the longbow? It's got taken a bit of damage, but it's still in pretty good condition.
No, although maybe some of the arrows.
Okay,
Pop
I'll
Mark.
split easily.
Okay.
We can split them.
How many arrows?
Alright.
There's 25, so you'll take 13, I'll take 12.
Okay.
Alright, I'll just mark the longbow down as to sell. Herbalist kit. We have a scroll.
You have a piece of paper that, is tied together in the... I was really tired last week. I re-listened to that, and I was like, yeah, I totally called it a scroll. So, continue on. But clearly, just a piece of paper with some strange language on it that none of you really read.
Do we?
Anyone
Can
want
I
it?
try to recognize it?
Roll Arcana.
Let me double check something real quick. Can I do comprehend languages on it?
Yes, you can.
Oh, there you go.
That gives like a whole bonus, I think. Wait, wrong one. Oh, that didn't work. Oh, no, it did work. Sorry. Okay, so yeah, doing so, and you could have, I don't believe you actually used any spells last week, so you could have done this beforehand to save yourself a spell slot.
Okay.
Because that was one of those spells that you've had from being an arcane trickster, if I recall correctly. Yes, it's a scroll.
A magic scroll.
A
We just
magic
don't
scroll.
know. Okay, anyone want the magic scroll?
Dibs.
Alright. It just got it.
Can I see if I can't grab it first? I just want to see.
Why we continue the party infighting? I mean, technically, you guys can fight about it.
It's not really fighting, you're joking. It's all in good fun at this point.
The two siblings can fight over it.
Not actual siblings, just
You act like it. So, siblings.
It's in that land that nobody believes you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So is that just a dex roll?
Yeah, let's roll Dex. Alright, she could roll a 1. And then you tie.
Yeah.
And it would be hysterical. So we'll come back to that in a moment.
No, she wins. I'm just gonna let it go. I just be messing with just trying to grab it.
It's just that sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Am am I trying to make a dex roll against?
No, apparently it was conceded.
I still want to do it.
I mean, I can't stop you then.
I wouldn't just. I mean, I could. Just a straight dex, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's only a +3.
Oh, it's only a +3? I thought you... Oh, because I keep thinking you're... Sorry, I was... Yeah, then Mark gets it.
Yeah, if it was just straight dex. Now, if it was like acrobatics...
Yeah, I was doing that math.
Then I would have. So I don't have my scroll anymore?
Apparently Mark is
You
vaguely
didn't get
holding
in
it
the
above you.
first
Yeah.
place. But I will give you a hug and put it in the back pocket.
All right.
And
We also have a vial of something.
I could...
Can I roll a nature check on it?
Do you have herbalism? Does anybody have herbalism?
Character sheet.
Like, as a tool proficiency?
Yeah.
I am only proficient in bagpipes, which I am fucking carrying.
Wait, what?
Where are you carrying it?
She's got him on... Like, as she's, like, rearranging her, like... her pack one night, all of a sudden you realize what you just assumed was a sack of stuff. No, it's a musical instrument, and she put it down, and it does a...
Okay, I'm done. Today's done. The cat gets the burger. We're done.
Cat?
So-
What?
I don't get it either.
So I just randomly... So in my inventory I put like 4 exclamation...
Yeah.
question marks after it.
And confirming that I'm remembering how you identify scrolls correctly. And I'm sorry, it's taking a moment.
It's probably Arcana, which I could try.
We're gonna go with that for now. Roll in Arcana.
Woohoo, a +1.
Like, I made a note of this and now can't find it.
13.
Hey! 13 was actually what you needed. You find out that it is a, like, while you're kind of looking it out, you recognize some of the glyphs. You see that it's evocation. You recognize it as a scroll of burning hands.
Okay. Let's see if that's an actual scroll in D&D Beyond.
Nice.
Can you learn
But
a
yeah, I don't have
spell
herbalism.
from a scroll?
Sort of for arcane tricksters.
When I pick... next level I can because of fun stuff. That you and I talked about.
Yeah.
Casually looking it up so that way I can actually put the scroll in.
No problem.
But yeah, if no one can identify the vial of something, then she'll just kind of stick it in like a belt pouch until we can identify it.
Because I'm proficient in smith tools, so...
I got Tinker's
Yeah.
tools.
And thieves' tools.
Well, yeah. But that's...
I have dice and thieves' tools.
I have bagpipes.
I remember you being this excited about it when we talked about it last time, so...
I also have dice, and apparently I'm proficient in vehicles.
Cool.
A specific vehicle or just all vehicles?
It just says vehicles.
I thought it was supposed to be land vehicles, but...
Yes.
Yeah, okay. Okay, then yeah.
Alright, so I'm making a note that the vial of something needs identified.
I can just chug it.
No.
That
If
I mean,
anyone's gonna chug it, it's gonna be me.
you
I'm the
also
one-
could, like, take a sip of it.
I'm just gonna put it in a belt pouch and move on.
Pretend I'm eating a cookie. Not actually eating one, just pretend.
I was about to say,
We
you
also
are
have a
out.
pouch filled with these small red marbles, and she'll show off the little bag and inside red marbles.
shiny.
Yeah, looking through, they're all relatively identical. Like, there's some change in colors. It's got, like, a swirly color pattern to it, so it's not, like, just red.
How we each take a couple?
Like, wait. Like,
Before anyone takes one.
No, that was just a question.
Yeah.
little less black, but yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Without the numbers?
Yeah, and without the numbers.
And it's also spherical and not dodecahedron.
Yeah.
You know, I grabbed the D20 to be as best as I possibly could there, but yes, I just was going for the color, people.
Yep.
Maybe round D100 and you're good.
I don't. Well, I have
a round
another-
D6.
No, that's the same color as mine.
I know. I'm just like not as
And I'm not
Fortunately,
really
I don't have it with me.
proficient in Arcana, but could I do an Arcana check on them to see if I can notice anything special?
Sure.
casually wishing I had 10 gold's worth of ingredients and all.
Of what?
Next.
I mean, they could be magical.
Anyone else want to see if they're magical? I could just throw one and see what happens.
I mean, I can try using the same.
Okay. She'll hand you the bag. She'll hold up the bag for you to, like, check them out.
See, I'm going into...
Would this be an investigation or Arcana?
Are you looking specifically for something magical, or are you just trying to, like, really check them out?
I guess I'd just be really trying to check them out.
Then you can do an investigation.
Okay. I'm going to try act like I'm examining one, just a singular one, and I'm going to try to yeet it as far as I can.
You're not eating any of them yet.
For you to, like, do that, you would have to sleight of hand it kind of deal.
That's a 7.
I mean, it looks just like it's a solid, like, swirly colored marble.
Can I do a history roll to see if this might have come up some point in the past?
Sure.
Is it 22?
Yeah, yeah. You're like trying to think it over, and you just can't think of anything. Nothing comes to mind.
Someone's trying to do a sleight of hand while I'm literally staring at the damn bag.
Okay, that is true. She's a little suspicious of you. I'll give a perception.
As am I, aren't I?
Quite literally.
Everybody's against you. I'm sorry.
No, it's perfectly fine. This is just something Isabella would do, is try to
Yeah.
take one and throw it.
Everyone's against her except for me, because it's just what I know.
Perception's away.
It's
24.
Renessa, Nav has one, or excuse me, Isabella has one in her hand. She was like kind of poking around, and are you guys fighting over it?
I don't want to lose any just yet, but at the same time, we do need to know them, but I also don't want to see if they burn down this forest. So,
I was tossing it in the field.
we're not in a field, we're in a forest.
I know, but the forest isn't too big if I remember, so I was going to just try to chuck it out.
You would have to travel. You don't have the arm to throw it out. Like, you're still around the tree. You guys haven't left yet. We retconned that part.
We are completely surrounded by trees, so she would have taken the one out of your hand and put it back in the bag and just kind of stuff it in her sack. So, marbles need to divide. Cool. If needed. Because they're all red, which is why I'm like, these are not normal.
I think our cameras are going to break in a second, because I believe Tree has frozen.
Yeah.
Tree has frozen.
They were holding that face for just a little too long.
Just a little.
okay. Someone needs to take a screenshot of that.
It's being recorded on VOD. I think we're good enough.
Yeah.
I
We'll
get
get
that.
it.
I'm still going to take a screenshot. Real
That's up to you.
fast.
Or
Got
take
it.
a clip.
Was there anything else that you are looking at right now?
The rest is just divvying up the money.
I want to, while they're doing all this, apparently I'm not needed and don't get anything. I'm going to...
I'm about to hand you money.
Oh, there we go. We'll see if this fixes in a moment. If not, we're right now in a tiny box. We're all Twitch, which is the funniest part.
going to see if the Dryad is, like, no longer.
All right, yeah, you go check out the ember pile, and you see. We're just going to continue with this for now, folks. You see that, like, everything that you burnt, you poured a lot of oil on them. That both the tree and the Dryad who was on top of it have both been pretty well embered up.
Okay. Except for
At
her
least,
head.
at least we all fit in one nice little box.
I really like that we all fit in one nice little box. It's pretty cool.
And ironically, it's trees.
And ironically, yay!
See, I just think, and we all come to form tree.
That works.
It's like Voltron.
Mhm.
Cooler.
Captain Planet.
We're back. We're back.
Ah,
Don't die.
Just in case you missed it, Isabella was able to grab one. Renessa pulled it back and put it back. They had a slight conversation about it.
okay.
Yeah.
I pouted and kicked the ash pile.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's like it's going to smolder for a bit. You guys, though, were burning in a responsible way, then unless something really comes along to put it out or to try to spread it, you feel like it's safe.
Okay, so I have done the math to divvy up the
Money.
nice screenshot.
You
the
did say
money.
that you were gonna keep it all, considering
That was just a joke from last night because I was so tired
it
of.
was late and I was not sure.
No,
We're-
she's not actually going to
We're better now, folks. We're better now.
do that.
We saved.
So everyone will get 34 gold, 7 silver, and 4 copper.
34 gold. 7
7
silver.
silver. 4
And 4 copper. And then there's just like just a couple left over in each one from trying to divvy it up.
You can have it.
I am not saying that you need to do this. I am just giving a notable thing that I've done in previous parties, which is you could have the mini party fund that collects the odds and ends, that does things like pay for rent and board when you go to places or food when you buy things for parties. Or just wait to accumulate until you get more stuff and then split it at a later time.
I'd probably do the splitting at a later time.
Okay, I'm giving suggestions. None of these need to be taken.
I mean, based off of like Tarzan's comment, we don't really trust each other basically yet to
Just
do a party fund.
Day
Hey,
8.
I
Day 8.
met you in like a week ago. Here's all my gold. Like, you can bounce it tomorrow, and I'll never see you again.
Cool.
Us? Bounce?
I mean,
If you drop from a certain height, everybody bounces.
We'll go into physics at another time.
that depends on the height.
Dead cat bounce.
Moving along, I believe we're going back over to the abandoned house thing.
Just to
And now we're going to go back to our original roles for finding the path.
look, if you watch stream, I'm slowly scrolling up to remember where we were. There we go. I remember these numbers now. Yep, these are the numbers. We had a 21, we had an 18, we had a 1. So yes, we return back to Isabella, who is straightening up your path as you are retreating now from the grove. Renessa, who is, with the assistance of Mark, able to find a vague path that they took yesterday, which is not nearly as, robust as you would initially think a path of 4 people walking through the woods would be.
Oh, we were walking in line. You have very well hidden your path, and this is the consequences of when you're walking back.
Yeah.
That's also important.
Yeah. And Twitch, you're keeping an eye out? Everything looks great.
I'm keeping an eye out so well, I'm slightly straying from the group.
I swear I'm gonna have to get a rope and tie Twitch and Isabella so we can keep on a straight line.
You try to
No,
get
then we'll just do circles.
Yes, but you'll do it around me as I'm walking forward.
I'm just imagining like that parent in a convention where they have like the leash attached to their 2 kids. Just so that way the kids can only go so far from the parent.
Nice.
Pretty much. That's
I
what
have
I'm
not
seriously
seen that.
considering.
You have a 7-foot-tall cat child attached to a leash to yourself.
Totally normal. Nothing outrageous or ridiculous with that.
It's a D&D, y'all.
To D&D. You continue walking. It took you a few hours from that point, because that was also where you rested for a while. But you're able to traverse through the day. Everything is still very quiet. You leave that section where it became, you lost the forest. Keep walking. Continue on and start to enter that slightly wooded area again. Have slight unfortunate memories that this was around where you lost your hawk.
I thought it was after that.
You walk through that area again. Because it was the hawk that found the path, and it was where you made the mark.
Mm-hmm.
But
Okay, I don't remember that, but okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
Everything's fine.
but
The hawk flew into a blight, if I remember correctly.
this is true.
Nom nom nom.
I didn't say it. That's all I'm pointing out there. But with finding the track, Vanessa, you know how to find your mark that you left after some of the previous marks were in slightly different positions. And
Hey, now, I'm keeping still in the party, thank you.
yeah, it was, you have that great moment to also find Isabella and Mark's mark to the direction of the...
It's just a carving of Mark's face in a tree.
Sure. If you look at it sideways and squint a little bit, yeah, it looks just like him.
Fact, people. So
I have 3 children.
Technically, you're the 3 children.
Mark's mark
I'm not
carved
talking
in a
about
tree.
age.
I mean, you play with kids all the time, so I don't want to hear you calling us children.
At least I know how to have fun as an adult.
I mean, so do we. We just prank everybody.
Try to break it.
Finger guns on Twitch. Anyway, we find the mark, so we can head in that direction to the to
Yep.
the farm.
We find the mark. It's pointing that way.
In
East,
this,
if I remember correctly.
it is east. Yeah, in this like slightly weird way, the person who has the best idea of where to go right now is Isabella. Now at this part. So to kind of traverse through this way, because now you no longer have your north-south path that you had, I'll take a new survival of where to honestly get the... Isabella really just said east before, so to get the best idea. Between Isabella and Renessa, you can give each other advantage, but one of you will roll. You clearly may decide who gets to roll.
I guess it would be Vanessa.
I was going to ask what your survival roll is. Your
Lower
bonus.
than yours.
Survival?
Yeah.
Wow, it's amazing. It's a +1.
You are back in a forest area at the moment, so at least you can... Yeah. Okay, which one of you is the ranger and which one of you is not? Yeah.
Which which
Right.
one's going to be better in the forest, and which one's a city folk that doesn't know the difference between palm tree and a spruce.
You've maybe heard about a palm tree. It was described as this really tall tree with, leaves at the top of it. So yeah, that's just, a pine tree. I don't know what that means.
Palm tree.
Ah, thank you. Thank you.
Beautiful pun.
Tree, you get inspiration for that.
Nice.
I approve of that one. Which reminds me, I think technically Nav and Tarstan and myself actually still have advantage too. Excellent. But what Mark and Twitch, what would you like to work on for this little bit?
I can do the stealth part.
Is any of that crystal around here, or was that closer to the...
I think that was just in the grove.
I think that was just in the area where that blighted tree was.
Okay. I'm gonna see whether there kind of plants is around.
Alright, can I get an investigation? So I'll get a survival with advantage from Renessa and a stealth from... Oh, there was an echo for a second.
I am so
Yeah.
done.
Sorry, that was me.
No, you're fine. It was just, I was like, I'm hearing myself. That's always that weird moment.
There's plants.
Okay, with advantage. What am I doing?
Hey! Very nice. You're
Mark and I
evening
rolled the
each
same
other's out, maybe?
Not really.
I was like, what are you... Oh, test. Gotcha. Yeah, you're looking at the trees. All of the trees as you're, like, walking by them and checking them out look fine. There's nothing crystally about them. They seem to be pretty normal trees. You are... Twitch is helping to obscure the path as you go. Seems to be doing fine, you feel. You're able to, like... You're starting to walk through this area, and at first Isabel's just like, okay, it was eastish and kind of head this way. And just between, like, the description that she's giving you, you're able to actually recognize some of, like... You're able to mentally picture the top down between the trees, the plants, not the person, and the rocks and the bushes that are around as you're able to go through, and you're able to create this pretty steady path for you to go on, even though there is no actual path here. Like, you're just leading everybody around. And here you get to at least now just bypass the occasional thickets and whatnot, where before you were doing weird walkarounds because you were still following the Blight's path. But here you're able to take a more natural wandering path, if you will.
An actual path and not a weird supernatural straight trajectory that was creepy.
Yeah.
It's almost like an arrow.
And yeah, almost like an arrow. And as you are getting through, you see that the trees also again start to thin out a bit more, so you're starting to leave a more forested area. But after you come to a little bit of a rolling hill area, and you have that... Everybody has that moment to kind of, like, double look. Isabella, you recognize what at first from, like, a distance looked like some just rock structures. You then realize that, no, that is, like, what the hawk saw. Like, that is the remains of buildings or something. And it is, like, maybe a little bit less than, like, a football field away. But almost a football field length. I will repeat as I'm saying these things that I'm very bad at spatial awareness, so go with me if you suddenly seem like you're just on top of it. It's, like, close-ish, but a distance.
I'm gonna look at the party and be like, should I stealth ahead and just make sure there's anything that wants to kill us?
have a feeling we might have killed what was going to kill us.
Never bad to be safe rather than
Good
sorry.
to err on the side of caution.
Because I can be like 30 foot ahead of
If you want to stealth in to search out that area, I can do the perimeter.
Go for it.
That's fine by me.
And then Twitch can look from a tree while I just walk in being the shiny carrot.
I look at Mark. You stay here until I give you.
Clang, clang. Okay.
Did you put the breastplate on?
No. It's
You're-
lighter than my chainmail.
But you're still carrying it, so it's making even more clang, 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 clang.
Everything knows where I am.
She would probably, after that instance of realization, look over at Iz and just be kind of like, how do you stealth with him around?
He makes it
Far,
easier.
far away.
I stealth. He does not. He makes it a lot easier to stealth.
I'm the shiny
I
carrot
know.
that's out in the open.
I go this way, and he goes that way, and they go that way with him. And then
So
suddenly
he's
I
the
go,
distraction.
And I go whap whap, and they're dead.
Yeah, he's the distraction.
I'm the noisy shiny carrot that everyone knows where is at.
Pretty much.
It's my job.
So,
Makes sense.
So to
You
confirm,
investigate inside and I'll do the perimeter. That way we can make sure that there's, like, if I see any tracks of anything that leads in, then I have an idea for that as well.
confirm, Isabella and Renessa are going ahead, while Twitch and Mark are staying back.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot I was muted. I can also scout the entire place using Flock of Familiars. If needed.
we don't really want to use spells just yet.
Okay.
If we don't have to. That sounds like something, if we're going into an area we already know should have enemies, rather than this possibly might slightly have something dangerous.
Okay.
Oh yeah, because then we can get their location.
And the other thing, if Mark's not using the breastplate, I could use it.
Let me double check and see, because I believe the breastplate is medium.
It's medium armor with an AC of 14.
Yeah, I'm not going to use that. I've got heavy armor, so...
Yeah, I
There you
think this is what we talked about last time, was we were going to give it to Twitch, because it's a bit more beneficial.
Because heavy armor is more beneficial for me.
I don't know. Renessa just sees full metal armor and it's just like, Mark.
Rangers and their making of assumptions.
I mean,
Yeah.
I wear leather, and he's the only one right now that's walking around in full metal armor that she knows of. What is Twitch's armor?
Previously it was mage armor,
See, not a bad assumption.
but now I'm strapping on a breastplate.
Okay.
And now you know.
So is everybody waiting while Twitch changes?
No,
I
they
mean-
can do that while we go.
Yeah.
It what takes 10 rounds or something?
5 minutes.
5 minutes?
Yep.
For medium armor?
Yep. Honestly, I was just pulling it up to make sure. I know heavy is 10, and I just pulled up. Medium is 5 minutes.
Okay.
That gives me enough time to... It'd probably be... He started this while Renessa and I are kind of making a game plan.
Yeah.
All I
Getting
can
out to-
see now is, like, you guys just, like, split, like, velociraptors and just go.
Just hunch down.
Mm-hmm.
So is that Isabella's stealth I'm seeing?
Yes.
Okay. Renessa,
And then I'm doing that around the...
can I get a stealth roll from you?
Yes.
And about how far away are you two getting from the others?
I'm doing the full perimeter around the farm.
Are you giving yourselves like a specific... I heard before 30-foot buffer, so that's why I'm just checking. Are you keeping a 30-foot buffer?
I think we're just completely splitting.
Yeah.
She's going
A
to-
30-foot buffer from Twitch and Mark. Or are you leaving them like 100 feet away and going on in ahead?
I think they're leaving us 100 feet.
We're just leaving them right there while.
on the edge while we perimeter, and I go to the center and start looking through that area.
Okay. Then Twitch and Mark are 100 feet off. We'll just say. Cool.
Which is fine because I have a 120-foot message.
Message.
Yeah. You have options. I'm just making sure I understood. Vanessa, can I please get a stealth?
I am getting that for you now.
It's one of those things as I'm going,
Yee.
if I start seeing anything, I have the wire out so that way if I see anything, I can instantly message.
Awesome. Cool. I just want to make sure I understood.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know I'm having that. It's not like I'm going to sneak around. Yeah, if I see something, then try to pull it out. It's
Gotcha.
in the hand.
Good. I appreciate it. All right. I'm going to start then with Renessa. So you start hitting around the outside area. And as you get a look of this area, as you guys are getting closer to it, you do see that there's a couple of trees that are kind of like scattered around the area. But it is definitely... It is not forested. There's this rougher turf, this more tundra-y feel where things are a mix of rock and like this spongy material. Everything has the traditional now blue grayish appearance to the area, so you don't have any of the blackness that was the trees in that blighted grove from before. Vanessa, what are you doing as you are scouting around? So currently you're just walking around.
She would be stealthing and looking around, so probably a perception.
All right, I'll take a perception then.
Oh wait, but I was also going to keep an eye out for tracks. But perception is for seeing everything. So if I were to find tracks, then it would go into.
Yeah, you just wouldn't be able to follow, or you would like see something in the ground, but you wouldn't be able to recognize what it was. You would have to then check it out.
Yeah, and if she were to see something, she would pause to check it out before moving on.
Yep. So perception is good.
Perception. Oh man, and that's a wisdom. So, but we're not in the forest. So
You are not in the forest.
just a +4 then. +21. I rolled 2 17s. Cool.
Very nice. From the outside, you're at least able to also get like a little bit laying look of the area. That you can see that there is, and you will also be getting a more in-depth version of this description, Isabella. You can see that there are buildings like that. These are some remains of walls that have been overgrown with plants, all with this a similar bluish tinge. Nothing looks out. It looks abnormal to you, who's used to normal-looking plants, but it is not abnormal to the area. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You see a section where there is like a slight clumping of trees where it just looks like they are like really, there's just a few more of them in a certain area. And as you're going by, you do see that there are some remains of chopped down stumps, that you're able to see that there are some wildlife and creatures in the area. So you sense a bit of life is going around. But nothing, you don't see anything major that you're thinking of as tracks. There doesn't seem to be any large creatures in this area. But definitely some smaller things. Rabbits are around and things like that.
What you usually see around.
Yeah. And you can see that there's definitely 2 buildings which seem to hold a bit more structure still to them. That are nearby each other and are vaguely in the direction Isabella was heading, but you don't see Isabella around, so you're not quite sure of it.
Yeah.
But looking around, you don't see anything particularly catching your attention that seems out of the ordinary to a ranger.
Yeah.
Isabella, what are you doing while you are investigating? And you said you're like aiming straight forward to go into the area, right?
Yeah, I'm going right to the center.
Okay, so we are going to move people to a map.
I'm leaning against a tree waiting.
Just a map on both screens. Vanessa, you are farther north than this. As you're kind of walking around the whole area. Isabella, you'll be able to move yourself in and around. And I have Mark and Twitch at the bottom corner, but you guys are still 100 feet away. That you, as you start to enter, you can right away see that there are two structures that seem to have a bit more still left to them. Everything around here does seem to be made of a mix of stone and wood, and it is the stone that's held up a little bit better, although some of the wooden timbers are around as like some structural support areas. But it is mainly the stone that is what has made up these buildings, and that's what stayed. You can see that also some of them have fallen apart and that there are piles of rubble and rock and tree and debris around. It is also overgrown. As you can see, there are areas where if you were to walk through them, it's going to slow you down a bit. And you can see, like, from a distance that it is overgrown vines and bushes and things. You can also see that there is this area over here that is a couple of, like, a clump of trees that kind of catches your attention a little bit. But here you are, and what would you like to do? And you can move yourself around.
First, I'll like check out this area here. Right now, I'm just doing a very good perception check, making sure, like wandering through that whole area, making sure there's nothing that could possibly harm us. I'm gonna come back later and do a thorough.
So right now you're just like walking by the buildings, kind of checking them out, looking in them a little bit, and then leaving. Okay, I'll get a perception from you. Nice.
Just had a 1-up, Renata, you know.
Just the one.
You don't even know that you're like outdoing her. Like that's the thing. You don't even realize these things. Yeah, so what you notice right away is that, like, as you're going through and looking at the building and the structure, you can see that most, like, parts of it's missing roofs and stuff. Some of it's being just barely held together or held together more with vines and growth than with actual structure to it. But as you're looking at it, you see right away that it's short. Like, Twitch is going to have a really hard time getting into these buildings. You are probably also going to have to, like, short a little bit. So these are not medium-sized housing, if you will take it.
These are halfling sized.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, they said halfling down here.
Correct.
Mm-hmm. Halfling mode.
Yeah, and you can very well believe this then. You can see that they are also, like, small, like, not just short structures, but they're also kind of small. But you can see that there is some things like remains of fireplaces that are in them, where some of it's like you see that the chimney structure has kind of like fallen to its side, but it is still around there. And you see like the remains of where a door frame could have been that you can now just kind of walk into. But you see that it still has like one supporting wall kind of like standing in this area over here.
It says I'm not on the map.
Oh, my.
I have one screen.
There we go. Sorry. Here. Otherwise, you see that there is a pile of debris kind of hanging around this way. And as you're...
I can move Nav.
Yeah, everybody can move everybody now. We fixed that a little bit for when you guys are missing and we need to move people around. So please be careful when you're moving people.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah. Anyway.
Otherwise, you also do catch, though, as you're kind of like walking through this area and looking around, you can see within this pile over here, that is like a pile of debris, that it kind of looks like you see a part of an arm bone kind of sticking off and laying on the ground and in the... Sorry, I just got a color commentary from the other people who live in this house as I said that. But you see kind of like an arm hanging out of some of the debris that's kind of laying there. Yeah. Is there a whistling? High-pitched noise.
Yeah.
That might have been my chair creaking.
No. It's consistent. It's
Oh.
self.
No, it's still there.
Is somebody on their cell phone, and their cell phone is causing interference with their speakers?
Maybe it was me.
For a moment there, it turned to a speaker sound, which I correlate to some of my work computers. It's gone now. We're good.
Well, it's gone now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, the reason that you catch it is because it is just a white bone, kind of like in the area where things are green, blue, and overgrown, so it just catches your attention.
Okay. I was just making sure it's like nothing.
No, you don't see any flesh or anything to it. You're catching part of the white gleam of a bone.
Okay. So that's that area. Then make my way over here. Kind of just pop in here, see if there's anything.
Yeah, as you like walk across that area, you do have that moment to be like, ow, pointy overbrush.
Just how it went like up and
Yeah, I was just going with how you moved your character across, though. It was far funnier this way.
yeah.
Can I get another perception from you? Renessa, you have started your campaign across and doing everything. What would you like to do now? You were muted. You are still muted, Renessa.
Maybe that's the mic that went out.
Yeah, you are muted. We can't hear you. Maybe your microphone went out.
Well, she's doing play-by-post now, so...
Possibly.
That's gonna be interesting.
We'll make it work. Oh, and we're back in the box.
She's gonna
No.
leave real quick and come back to reset.
I figured. But
Can
it's
y'all hear me now?
yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't have anything clicked to mute.
You had no sound.
Weird.
Could've been our feedback.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Yeah, because my mic's never done that before. The only weird noise that I was hearing was the heater that was running right next to me.
So
Yeah.
it would've
Yeah, so it might have maybe something just interference on your side then. It
I
happens.
didn't hear anything either, so...
Three of us were slightly crying inside as our ears were being destroyed. It's
I
okay.
just thought it was my ears ringing
What?
again.
What would you like to do now that like you're starting to come around onto the more tree side of the whole area as you're doing your whole walk around?
Keep doing what I was doing with searching for tracks, seeing if there's anything unusual in the area, etc.
I'll take another perception from you.
Sweet.
And I am remembering your 21, Isabella.
16.
Okay. Yeah, as you walk around and you get a good clear view, you can see that there is a structure over this way that seems to be very well covered over with vines and plant matter, and that's kind of holding it together. But it seems to be standing pretty well. And as you get over onto this side, you can see this little treed-in area is actually some sort of an apple grove, because you're able to see from a distance that there are a bunch of fallen apples in the area that some are like decomposing over time, but they seem to be around.
Are there apples on the tree?
There's a couple. You come in close enough then to actually pick apples, and you're going to be doing that for a bit.
I'm gonna be picking apples. Putting some apples in my bag.
Mhm.
Why not?
Are they poisonous?
We'll find out.
Metaphysically, you know?
We'll find out when I feed them to you.
What you talking about? Yes, you will do that for a little bit. So meanwhile, Nav, can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, cool. That's fine. So you, I
Listen to my system.
just wanted to make sure you could hear when I started talking to you. You go over to the other house. You can see again that this is an equally, whoops, drawing the map on this thing. There we go. An equally smallish size building that has some debris. This looks like this was the fireplace on this side as it's just collapsed downward. Like over time. But it is again another building that has just been overgrown. Yeah, that is a chimney that has fallen down.
Okay. It was just me making sure my pings were working.
Yeah, and I'm sorry, I looked over and after I said I have not forgotten your score, I have forgotten your score. You see that there is another skeleton arm that is, or a skeletal bone, a foot in this case, that is has been trapped under the collapsed chimney.
Interesting. Okay. I'm gonna probably check this out later. But more, just I'm making sure that things will like immediately try to kill us.
All right.
Okay. Are you picking apples on the pentagram tree?
I'm nowhere on the map, am I?
Yeah, you're on the map. You gotta look at the trees, you then to actually come in to pick the apples, you actually walked onto the map then. You're in the northern quadrant.
Yes, I'm at this top tree picking
Yep.
apples.
Okay.
And probably taking a look at them as I'm picking them, but probably I'm just kind of like, ooh, apples. The motion of throwing them in a backpack.
Probably do a very quick glance as I walk through to come here.
Sure. Yeah, making sure I'm still on the correct map area. Give me another perception. And I'll take a nature from Renessa as you were inspecting your apples as you're going through.
Sweet.
Cookie.
She wishes
There are no more cookies.
there are no more cookies. There's apples.
Imaginary cookie.
As you walk through this area, you do walk over some more fallen apple cores and everything else in the area.
They're apples.
Can I take an apple?
They look
Just
fine.
Can I take an apple as I go through and try to check at Vanessa?
No,
Can you
you.
see her?
Oh no, yes, you can, because she kind of. Were you specifically trying to be sneaky while pulling apples?
Me?
Yes.
How can you be sneaky while pulling apples?
Okay, I appreciate that. That's what you said. Yeah. There's roll to hit.
I'm not actually trying to hit her. I'm just trying to check it in direction.
Yeah. You're picking apples, and there goes plump, plump, plump as an apple lands nearby, where both of you like have that moment to really see each other and see what's like to recognize you were both there as an apple is thrown in your general direction.
Hi, and poof, back to
Yeah, it's just kind of like holding apple. Hi.
Give me a new hide. Stealth.
She wasn't actually saying hi, but
Yeah.
I have to. We
Oh,
wrote first.
Well, you're still picking apples, right? Or are you done?
God.
I literally vanish.
You see for that brief moment, does this after like an apple lands nearby you, walks behind a tree, and just never comes back out again. You don't know what happened.
I'm
She's-
actually, part druid, and I just teleported via plants.
You're not high enough level for that spell.
Now that you are finished with your apple picking, you have like a good amount. You feel like, although a person can't really live on apples, you feel like you have enough apples to feed everybody for a bit, to have a nice treat.
Apparently, roasted apples really good.
Serious question.
Yes.
Have they invented caramel yet?
I mean, Probably.
Yeah, because it's basically a sugar and butter solution. No, wait, that's butterscotch.
It's sugar and I think water or milk, depending on the recipe. Most would use milk to give it a creamy kind of texture.
Yeah,
And
it's still like a sugary confectionery thing. Yeah, I'm 90% positive that caramel exists.
Have they figured out how to distill sugar from cane?
Yes.
It's sugar, butter, and vanilla flavoring.
Vanilla, that's what makes it caramel.
That's the bit that gets a lot of people, I find, is actually the fact that
But sugar doesn't have to come from sugar cane. It could come from sugar beets or a sorghum, which is a sweetener.
coconuts.
Coconuts. It's your sweetener of choice. Is very dependent upon the land you come from.
Yep.
I'm just not sure whether the sugar acts the same way.
Mixed.
Okay. I was wondering because I may try to make,
I respect that.
but I wasn't gonna be like, oh, I want to make this, and you're like, yeah, they haven't invented that yet.
No. Like sugary, you have cookies. Like it's not too far off to believe that there is some sort of sweetener. Yes, there are cookies with honey, but this is besides the point here. We're moving on from the cooking channel. D&D Cooking. That's a YouTube channel, and I am going to copy patent pending.
We got this.
Honey, start up D&D Cooking. Sweet. All right, he's working on
I
it.
believe someone's made a book for that.
I know that there's been books for it, but a Twitch channel. Hey.
Yeah, we got this.
Yeah. All right.
Every Monday night.
Oh, that's too much commitment right now. Anywho.
Every Monday night when we feel like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't do my nights in general.
Maybe a YouTube channel. All right. Besides that, so yeah, you disappeared behind a tree. Vanessa, you're like, okay, I've got enough apples apparently, and you're back into it. So, Vanessa, where are you going? I know where Isabella is heading. So, where is?
Well, I'm going to continue going back around the perimeter now.
Okay, so you're gonna head back off this way and out of the way and back around.
Yes.
Okay, I will take another perception from you. And Isabella, you are close enough to it even as you're walking by it that you see that this is another stone structure. Definitely, again, small in description as well as size and everything. That looks like it's held up pretty well, though, that it actually has the majority of its walls. It is just heavily overgrown. Okay. If you would like to really look at the area, you could.
I'm assuming this right here is a doorway.
Yeah, that's where there's an opening, I'm going to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what kind of is this? Just like tall grass or?
It's a mix of spiky thorn area, so you walk through it at half speed, so that way you're not getting really hurt as you're going along. You're just not getting stuck into it, as it catches on your clothing and whatnot.
Okay, so it's just a bunch of annoyance. Right?
It's a bunch of annoyance, yeah. It's like thorn bushes and viney stuff that's moved on. Would you like to investigate that and roll a nature?
Not at this point. I'm just trying to, as soon as we can get our whole back together, then I'll start investigating more.
Okay.
Watch my back. This is more of me. I'm going to step on it, peek my head in enough to get a glance around here.
Then can I get a perception from you?
Yep. 12.
Sweet. Yeah, you're starting to you gingerly step through. You're a little stuck in the area and whatnot. And you're looking around and you see that it does seem to be some sort of shed area or something maybe, because it's of the size and everything. You can kind of see that there's some stuff fallen on the ground. It is heavily... I lost words. Give me a second. It is heavily entangling, in this area. Without the entangling spell, that was just a good word to use. That you can see that there's little bits here and there. That it doesn't really have a roof anymore. That has all fallen down and it's debris. You're kind of, whoops. Sorry, I had my cup in my way of things. You're looking around. And what's your AC?
Mine?
Yeah.
15.
Uh-oh.
9 plus 15, then, as you're like kind of in this area and you're like looking through and peering around a bit, you see that some of the vines that you would like had to step through start grabbing around your leg and grab hold of your leg as they suddenly, with like a quick speed, just rush up and around and grapple you.
Okay.
And with that, we're going to, before you do that, I understand what you're going for right away. Do this part first.
I'm guessing initiative.
Yeah, we're going to be going into initiative in quite a moment. It does do damage.
Ow.
I apologize, because that was ow.
No, you don't.
No, I do, because surprise attacks suck.
I feel sorry.
I feel a little sorry. You take 13 damage as it starts to just entangle with its spikiness and crush you a bit.
Can
I like
say-
the all caps initiative with a frowny face.
All caps initiative with the frowny face.
This is why you don't go without your tank.
Can I just specify?
You were prepared to cast as this is going, so I am going to give that to you. It still gets its initial sneaking on you. Who?
Just ping Mark. Under attack.
Yeah, because I think Vanessa would be like, what's going on? Why am I hearing his voice in my head?
Well, it only goes to Mark. But I will make a suggestion of, technically the spell is you can whisper into it. It doesn't say you can't yell into it at the same time to try to just grab somebody who's nearby.
Yeah, because
Well,
unless Tree and I were, or Twitch and I were talking, I started dozing off against a tree.
Yeah, I'm probably. It's one of those things I meant to whisper, but it's like under attack.
Ow.
I was caught off guard.
But you did have it prepared, so we're going to go on break, and we will return with an initiative, which is my favorite way to return from on break.
Yeah.
And I will let you know before we go on break. One more point of damage, you would have hit me half health.
Damn.
You guys are so squishy. Why do you have to be so squishy?
Only have 28 HP. Not meant to be hit.
So, we're going to come back and see if Isabella survives. We'll be back in 10 minutes, so that will be 9:35 Eastern Standard Time. Stay tuned for this action-packed moment. Will Isabella survive? Will Mark and Twitch get there in time? Will Vanessa get there in time as she is still closer? Yeah, we'll be back in about 10 minutes.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
We got
And-
past the-
And welcome back to the party. As we are going straight into initiative, which Isabel has already rolled. So let me everybody start your engines.
Boom, boom.
That's a good sign.
Get away. Get far, far away. You still have time.
Action. Bonus action dash.
Oh, okay. I have a +3 in my thing.
Oh wait, I'm grappled. Action. Break the grapple. Or try.
Bonus action
Bonus
dash.
Bonus action disengage.
Hey,
Hey!
someone's going first.
Nice.
This is called Mark hears Isabel plead to save me. It instantly goes into mode of, oh shit.
Well,
All right. Oh, okay.
Isabella's safety is top priority. Everyone else can die for all he cares.
Combat
Her
music.
safety is priority.
Isabel and
Job.
Vanessa have to choose which is going first.
I think it's based on your.
We start with decks, but both of you have the same
They
decks.
Both have the same decks.
So, all right, we're gonna start. 20 to 25.
20. Natural 20.
Yep. Which I will say, even in the dex battle, if you have a natural 20 and you tie somebody, I give you the priority. Feel that's kind of fair for the natural. All right, 15 to 20. Oh,
18.
18.
all right, Vanessa / Isabella. Where are you at Twitch?
9.
9, 10, 11.
9.
Now, we had that before where everybody was like right on top of each other.
And
This is okay.
on Monday, I was in a group where we went into combat, and 2 people rolled 16, and they had the same dex modifier.
Yep.
So the team went, okay, do a roll off.
That
They
happens a lot.
both rolled 8s.
Nice.
So then they went, okay, rock, paper, scissors. They both went scissors.
Yeah, rock, paper, scissors was not going to win for anybody in that situation there. Foolish DM, you tried.
My DM usually has this roll 2 or 3 times, and usually something will change.
Yeah.
All right.
But it was just the 3 ties in a row.
We're going to keep a little notation down here. So currently, to set the scene, I'm going to say, Renessa, you are, because you were here, and then you walked, and then you walked. You are 30 feet off the map right now.
Okay.
But meanwhile, we have Twitch and Mark, who are 100 feet off of it, because that was the approximate distance that you guys were before, while they were going out scouting. So we start off the round 1 with Mark.
So, are we 100 feet that way?
You can either pick south or east. I will accept either. You're just both coming from the same direction.
South or west?
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm going to use everything I can to get closer.
All right, so you are now only 40 feet away. I just want to make sure you don't have anything additional, because you can dash for your action, you can move. Do you have anything for your bonus that would get you to move any faster? Okay. So you
I'm 40.
run your 60, and now you are 40.
I'm just going to leave myself where I'm at. So.
Appreciated. All right, that takes us to Renessa, Isabella. One of you pick who would like to go first. You're welcome to switch each round, but for now, one of you pick.
You go first since you're the one that's grappled.
Okay. I'm going to use my action to try to break the grapple.
Okay, you can use your acrobatics to try to break the grapple.
Thank you.
Athletics is fine.
I have a plus.
Contested
I have a
by-
-1.
Can make a succeed. I'm making sure I'm reading my grapple rules. A creature can use its action to escape. It is off of a contested strength roll. So,
Strength.
of the...
Their strength, your dex.
Yeah.
In this case.
Okay. Scared.
Breathe. Hey.
Doesn't mean.
Now, GTFO.
Oh, there it is. No, I just had, it is a grappled escape DC. I have this written down on this page. I apologize. I wasn't supposed to roll. It's a DC.
Oh, that makes me even.
Unhappier.
It's 11.
You do not.
Use your advantage.
Would you like to use your advantage?
You do have it.
You do.
It might be worth it. There you go.
You, like, it starts to contract a little bit more around you. You can feel it very uncomfortable, and you're just able to, like, squeeze yourself out at the last little bit to move, and you are out.
Okay, so I'm not hiding anymore. I'm going to use disengage.
Okay?
I have some dumb feeling that it can sentinel me. Go 30 feet.
Okay.
By the way, we can't see the enemy.
Oh, darn it. I thought I put it on the thing. And you move, so I can have it in the correct spot.
Yay. That's a weird looking bush.
Like,
So that's. And the whole time, and Sylvian. Isabella's running shit.
Vanessa, off in the distance, you hear shit. But that is it for you. So, Vanessa.
Watch the 30 feet to get on the map.
Hey.
Why'd you say shit?
You can kind of see in the distance that there's, like the vines over around this, like, it's not around the entire cottage, but it's moving. Good parts of it is just starting to, like, shift and move and wiggle.
So Radissa says, why are you saying shit? And yours like, yeah, and points at the vines.
Pretty much. I'm assuming, like, it cut up my legs a little.
Uh,
A decent amount.
like, there's a little bit of blood on her. It was mostly crushing damage.
Aw.
Are you okay?
No.
No.
The answer to that is no.
I can't cast a spell and the cure wounds as touch.
You don't have healing word.
No.
Vanessa has never had healing word.
I know.
Nope.
I also can't seem to get rid of my 30, so it's just gonna stick there, guys. Sorry.
30. Oh.
It's probably fine.
Cool.
You have to completely hover.
Yeah, it's cause oh wait, there we go. I was having some difficulties. There we go.
Okay. Okay. Can I just do my double movement to get over to Iz?
Yeah. That's called a dash.
There we go. I just dashed. But I probably, instead of actually running, just walked the whole way.
Like, hey, what's going on? You hustle a little bit. That's like the whole idea of the dash, but you're just like,
You, like, sped walked it, like.
I just walked a little faster because I probably was walking the normal speed and was just like, hey, are you okay? And you're like, and I was like, okay, speeds up a little. While staring at the weird vines. I guess from this distance, I probably couldn't. I'd have to be up close to do any type of check. So that would be my turn.
okay.
Would be to get up near Iz so that, like, next round I could cast, like, cure wounds on her.
Yeah. As you're now, like, you hustle over, you're chatting a little bit, you're like screaming shit as you're in Sylvan nonetheless, but still screaming it. To gain attention and make sure it knows. You both have very good perception. You start to hear over from the buildings that you start to hear like some shifting stone. And you're like, okay, this plant thing is moving, so it's like dropping bricks and things. No, it's not coming from that way. It's coming from over this way. And like this way.
How did I not?
You didn't.
Wait, what directions were it? I wasn't staring at the map.
Oh, don't worry. They're appearing. And you also hear this slight shuffling of, and you watch what can only be described in some horror movie sort of fashion as the ground beneath some of the orchard starts to move and shift, and you see a skeletal hand reach up through the dirt. And then another, and start to pull itself out around.
Right?
Yeah, totally like Thriller.
They're just singing Thriller, guys.
Or are they going to do the dance from one of Lindsay Sterling's songs?
Let's go with Lindsay Sterling.
She's in. Both of them are copywritten, so we can't make any of them. You just have to deal with the skirmish noises.
Yeah.
In my mind, that's what they're doing. Could you imagine if she's like, "Yeah, you guys can use my music"?
That would be amazing. It is playing. You could have turned off Roll20's music.
No, it's on.
I definitely hear it in mine, so it's at least heading over to Twitch. The, video service and not the cat. But they spend their entire round getting into a movable position. So some of them you can't see, they're behind stuff, but I'm not going to keep switching between, stuff.
What's hidden, what's not hidden.
Yeah, what's hidden, what's not hidden. So that's theirs. Twitch, what would you like to do?
Okay, I am going to use my what's it called? Feline agility
Very nice.
and dash, which gives me 120 feet.
So you now get to pick for the two of you guys. You are coming from the south.
Yeah.
So
A lot of
Okay, I hear
Oh!
it now. I had to adjust my sound.
1 second. I'm so sorry, Twitch.
Control Z.
I got deleted.
There you go. I think you're one more space ahead. I was trying to get rid of the one. There you go.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You see how it is now. Mm-hmm.
Sorry. 40. So you, Mark said they're in trouble, so you just rush straight off ahead, and seeing Mark also run in the same direction. And as you start to come this way, you see that there's a skeleton ahead of you that is of a small, childlike size that is, looking around creepy and,
Okay.
not holding anything particularly in its hand. But it's kind of it sees you running up. All right. And it is... Oh, is there anything else you can do with your turn, or is that everything? I just want to make sure. I think that's everything.
I could technically cast Hex.
Do you have your weapon?
No, but it's an action.
Oh, sadness.
It's up to you. Would you like to use your bonus?
Yeah, why not? I'll use my bonus action to cast Hex on the one I can see,
Okay.
which would be this guy.
Yep. I had to switch keyboards.
Now, let's see. Shall we fight them or shall we?
Shall we fight them, or shall you something else? It got cut off right then.
Run.
Oh, that's up to you.
Well, I mean, the two warriors are running head in.
And you see that the pile of vines starts twisting and shifting and starts to climb its way up on top of this wall. And it is on the wall and then is actually shifting upward. And that will take us to the top of the round. Mark!
I'm gonna run in finally.
Hey! You can move 20 feet up and around.
I'm gonna move over here.
Okay, whoops.
I'm not sure where Twitch came in, so
Somewhere from the south. You came from the south.
Yeah. I'll come here and attack.
Yeah. Attack that skeleton.
Let's see.
Sure.
Ooh, +6 now.
Can you?
Yeah.
Oh,
You're 40 feet away, so you dashed there.
Yeah,
You-
I can't attack.
you can move here-ish.
I'm gonna come here then.
Yeah. You could pull out the longbow if you'd like.
Nope, I can't attack with it.
Oh, right, you dashed. Nope, you're right.
You have a bonus action.
You have a bonus action.
I use my bonus action to like dance a little.
All right.
That's all I got.
Renessa Isabella. Oh, we shift back up to the top of the map.
I mean, do you want me to go first so I can heal you?
Yes, please.
Okay. I will rest my hand on Isabella's shoulder and cure wounds. 1d8 plus my spellcasting modifier is a +2?
Your wisdom modifier, so yeah.
Yeah.
Wisdom.
You get 8 hit points back.
Very nice. Wait, you had that bit for a moment to, like, as you were walking and approaching, she seemed fine. She was probably whining about something, but as you actually, like, cast the healing energy into her, no, you see, like, that relief as pain leaves her, as apparently there was some internal damage going on that you just couldn't see.
I'm thinking like almost cracked ribs, like it was to the
What?
point.
One more hit point, and yeah, totally cracked ribs. They were just bruised.
Um.
The point. I can't. It's not my turn.
You can see, also just to give some of these skeletons a better description, they are all size small. They look very creepily childlike. And the most important one is that I'm going to give this one a marker, is that you see that a couple of them, as they are moving around, have swords on them. And this one has a bow.
Which ones have those?
The wrench the wrench that is right here. Yeah, thank you. Has a bow.
Okay.
This one, as it climbs out with a let's give it a guitar. The guitar is a sword.
That. Not a guitar?
I swear it looks like a guitar in my mind, so I'm calling it a guitar.
It looks kind of like a meteor falling from the sky.
That's probably what it actually is.
It's a flaming guitar. We'll make it even cooler.
Why can't I click this one? All right, there's another one that has one, and I'm trying to get it.
Okay. So
But-
the ones with symbols are the ones that are actually carrying weapons.
Yes. Is it still on the G?
Kill me fast.
Did I put it on the map layer? I put it on the map layer. Roll 20 is out to get me, but this last one's gonna have a sword. There we go.
Usually.
There we go.
Okay. So the question that I have is, do I go after the skeletons first, or do I go after the shambling mound of vines?
It is also 5 feet up.
What?
The shambling mound of vines is also 5 feet up. It used the building to actually climb up it.
Creepy. Because basically the biggest question that I have is, do I pull my bow out, which will be kind of effective against the skeletons, but at the same time not super effective. Also probably kind of effective here, or just pull out the scimitars and go head first.
The choice is up to you.
What would your character do?
So, DM.
This would be my character's debate right now. Like, she probably would roll out the bow and arrow because there's nothing really to stick into when it comes to skeletons and vines. But it's the question of does she run up to the mound to possibly get grappled or into a skeleton?
Since Renessa and I are going technically same time,
Yeah.
can I use a free action to look at her as she heals me and go, run?
Yeah, totally. You absolutely can do that.
Run. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's get out of here.
And then she's going to attack the skeleton using with a new scimitar and one of her old.
You already healed,
Yes, I already healed her.
You can't attack.
so you can't attack. You already used your action.
Oh.
No, you can.
She'll spend the rest of the she'll spend the rest of the turn debating this, but have her. Well, actually, no.
You can
Pull
still.
her scimitars out and stay next to Iz to help Iz if they come near, and we'll cast Hunter's Mark on. I'm gonna say the vine since it's the closest.
Okie doke.
So are you
So
back by me?
he would actually move 5 feet in front of it, just to be kind of able to head off anything that comes at.
Okay. Isabella, it is your turn. You looked at Renessa, said run, and she said okay, and stands in front of you.
I'm going to, wire still in hand, going to send message to Mark.
That is your action.
I know.
Okay, just want to make sure.
I'm prepared for that one. I want to say, you Twitch, meet us at the mark. Talking about that mark we left in the tree. Just trying as brief as quick as possible. And then
My response, I told you more than once not to go too far away and see what happens. The face goes through the message somehow.
You can remember it. It's the tone.
then up. I'm gonna just leave it here and add extra 5. So I'm gonna go there using movement and bonus action.
To dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm adding an extra 5 and up one more. Just giving me a.
I think I understand what you're saying there, yes.
So instead, I would went up and out of the map.
I gotcha.
So it was like right here.
Okay.
I'm just avoiding that. Like the
Yep.
blade.
I gotcha. Renessa, Isabella takes the back path and just starts sprinting away from you.
Okay.
As you watch as the skeletons start walking towards you.
Cool. She's ready.
Come at me, bro.
I'm quite literally like, I'm ready.
All right.
Don't challenge the universe.
Well,
All she does was because she wanders alone, like.
Fair enough.
these ones do not have any weapons. They are all claws. I'm just going to finish out some movement and stuff.
I guess they're fans of yours.
Somebody was all loud. It just gets there.
Is this any better?
What?
I thought I was the loud one, so.
Oh, no. No, I was just saying I got there. You will get your attack on that one. That is walking into your space.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Mark.
17 gonna hit?
Yes.
9.
Yeah. Whoa. Sorry, I just destroyed my map on my one screen.
We're all safe. They're dead.
I destroyed the map. That doesn't mean I don't see what's going on. All right, and that is one that... It's great when I can't remember if I gave that one a sword or not. I don't think so.
Nope.
Thank you. Skeleton battle. All right, so that is 9 points of damage. It is still standing. All right, so we are going to start. I'm going to start with you because I have you zoomed in right now on my map. So Tarstern does... Not gonna hit Mark with that. I cannot roll well against you ever. It's kind of ridiculous.
It's okay.
No, it's not. No, I'm not. All right, the next one is on Twitch and is also just their arms. Does a 12 hit you?
No.
Okay, cool. We move on. I can't see you.
The 2 tanks are fine.
The 2 tanks are fine. All right, we start on Vanessa. We are going to start with the archer.
Renessa, the half tank.
The half tank. The half tank, I think, is getting hit. 22.
That would definitely hit.
That is slash roll. You will take 5 points of damage as an arrow shoots through.
Yeah, because I actually have squishy meat that arrows can stick in.
All right.
They...
You are mini surrounded by these... Renessa, you realize, as you're shot for a moment, but then you look around and you see that all these skeletons are around you. Oh my god. It's happened. It's the child-sized skeletons. They're trying to claw at you and kill you.
They're the Skelerazzi.
The first one does not have advantage.
Why are they oddly cute?
An 11 does not hit you, correct?
No.
Then we've got... I think the 19 plus
God.
is gonna hit
Yeah.
you. Slash roll. You take 5 damage as one claws at you, and then the other one does a 15 hit you.
That is my AC.
Then it hits. For another 5 damage.
What?
Could you roll less than, maximum on the 4?
Look, it's the caltrop. I feel I cannot take responsibility for what this caltrop is doing.
I know what I'm doing on my turn!
You're gonna run and heal.
No! I can't run because I'll have to get 3 attacks of opportunity on me.
There's
Disengage.
disengage.
Then nothing can hit you for the turn.
No, I have a better plan.
I know what your better plan is. Twitch, it is your turn.
Okay.
I foresee a summoning.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is Mark on Twitch?
No, I'm first.
Mark's top of the round.
So I will summon my weapon.
Roll! You're doing a melee, correct?
Yes.
Just making sure. Hey! It's
So, a
your old
12.
friendly battle axe. It's come back!
Back at it again with that battle axe.
Yeah.
It missed you.
No, it was a great axe last time.
Oh, it was a great axe last time? I'm sorry. Now it's a slightly smaller battle axe.
Yeah.
Apparently,
He's a little
axes
brother.
really like you.
Yeah. Oh, this one, it is smaller. Excuse me. You realize you could throw it.
Throw it?
It has a
No.
It has a throwing option.
Battle axe?
Yep.
It has
Oh,
reverse
no, I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong thing. Okay, yeah. So it's still smaller, but it works.
Hand axe you can throw.
Yeah, they're both on the page.
This means I get to keep my shield, though.
Yes. It just means you won't get the D10 for versatile.
Yeah. Then
Do you have any bonus
can I
you could do?
yell- Can I yell in his face?
Absolutely. Are you yelling something poignant or just a cat
Just
ferocious? Yeah. The sound of a cat just going "Rah!" right in front of it.
It's probably more of a hiss. that like hiss that they do when they're.
It is.
Shackles are up and puffy and
Is your tail all bushy?
It has been done.
ball brush.
All right. Nothing came this way. Sorry. The vine creature is trying to figure out what it's doing.
Oh, if it could be indecisive, that'd be great too.
We're exactly 25 feet from it.
All right. Isabella's gonna be evens and Renessa's gonna be odds.
Come on, even. Thank you.
You watch, or you can vaguely see that it is still shifting around the roof. You know exactly where it is. You have Hunter's Mark up on it. All right. That takes us to the top of the next round.
So I want to make a little quip at this thing.
At the skeleton?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so bone tired of this. And then I'm gonna hit it.
Okay.
Does a 24 hit?
24 does hit, yes.
And it's a 10.
That is enough to destroy that skeleton.
Oh crap! I keep forgetting to add the +4. That's why.
A 14 absolutely destroys it. It's in that land of how do you kill the undead? The answer is you apparently put it next to Mark. Like it's gone.
Let's see here. I'll move right there.
Okay.
Boom. And I have bonus action that
You-
I can do with the other half of my.
Yes, you can, and you will have advantage.
Eh.
16.
Oh, okay. I was like, I only saw one. A 16 hits.
Let's see, just making sure I have the math correctly.
It's got some scrappy little bits on it, but that's about it.
8.
Do you get the +4? I think it's only a D4.
Let's see, just want to double check.
Nope, that is very fair.
Okay. That is grappling. I don't want grappling.
See with your actions.
Actually,
Bonus
no, it's
action.
Polar Master.
Yeah, Polar Master. The weapon uses this ability modifier as a primary attack and has a damage die of D4, so it's only a D4. So you do 4 points of damage.
Yeah.
And it is bludgeoning. You see that as you like crack it with the back part of the glaive, it actually does like a little bit more to like smash out its skull.
Yay.
All right, Renessa Isabella.
Does it matter who goes first?
Go ahead.
Okay. I guess I should actually mark off what I cast. Once.
I know you use spells so infrequently.
I do. I'm gonna cast oh shit. I casted 2 spells actually. Because Hunter's Mark.
Ah, yes.
Cure
You
wounds.
forget
Well,
that that's an ability there.
I'm gonna cast my last fucking spell, and I'm casting protection from evil and good on myself.
Ah, very nice.
That's useful.
Creatures of those types, which are aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead,
That's important.
have disadvantage on attack rolls against the target. I also can't be charmed, frightened, or possessed by them.
And it's within like 30 feet, right?
What?
Is it like I'll just pull it up 1 second. Sorry.
Protection from good and evil is a touch spell, so I would probably just like
As long as it's
Pat my
on,
arm.
so even ranged against.
All right. The only other question is protection from good and evil is a concentration, so you lose your hunter's mark, I think.
I'm a-okay with that because I would rather have them have disadvantage on attacking me.
That's fine. I'm gonna leave the green dot on you because that will help on that part. But yeah,
Yes.
cool. All right. From protection from evil, spell.
That's an action.
Yep.
I still have my
One
move.
spare
You still have your movement, and you still have a bonus.
without getting hit.
And I'm going to move away.
All right. They will get attacks of opportunity on you.
And disadvantage.
The ones that are flanking you cancel out, so it's going to be at straight.
One attack. But
Okay.
get me out of there.
So first I'll do the guy at disadvantage. 2. Yeah, that's not happening. Now I will do one of the straight rolls. 20 hit you.
Ouch.
And that is... Can I get to it quick enough? 4 more
You
points.
didn't roll a 4.
I didn't roll a 4. And then the other straight also misses you. So you just get the one that's like on your side here as you're like running by, just is able to take a quick slash at you.
Fair.
Is that everything for you?
Yeah, because it's nothing I can do with a bonus action.
Okay. Then we go to Isabella.
Okay. So check.
As you're running around the building, you see that Renessa is now running in the same direction as you.
Okay. So I'm going to. Let me see. Double check something.
Oh man, and this one has to try and shoot through a tree.
Double check and make sure I'm feet. Can you go ahead and make me save
You cut out a little bit.
a con save for him?
Con save. What am I?
Frostbite.
Oh, okay. I'm like, what are you doing?
I'm just obliterating him.
As much as possible.
All right then. I see how it is.
You're trying to kill us with these things. I'm okay
That's-
with obliterating.
That's absolutely fine. I'm just making sure I'm remembering additions on con saves and undead. Okay, no effect.
No effect.
No, sorry. No, that's not what I meant. There's 10. Does a 10 save?
No. You
Oh.
gotta make an 11.
I feel close then. Go for it.
Okay, a d6, and he has disadvantage on his next weapon attack roll before the end of its next turn.
Okay, cool. How much damage?
I'm getting to that.
Okay. I got the disadvantage part down.
I was letting you know that before I forgot.
I appreciate it.
That's the biggest reason I was doing this. Okay.
I will appreciate a reminder when that one's doing something, but still.
That would have been bad. D20 plus what I was supposed to do.
I tend to notice those ones.
For some dumb reason. 1, but it has disadvantage. So
Pew.
1
Worth it.
cold damage.
Nice.
It gets
Did I
chill.
chill it to the bone?
I don't want a pun counter, but I felt like we needed it now.
Are they bad to the bone?
And then I'm going to bonus action for the rest of the way.
Bonus action.
Hey, Mark, you see Isabella now.
Are we going to get boned?
All right, so let's see here. slightly fight over that spot. So we're going to do the easy ones first. This one is going to walk up to Isabella, because just threw a little sparky bolt at it.
Disadvantage at me.
Yeah. That one is going to attack in a moment. 1, 2, 4.
That's the whole reason I did that before I went up.
Yep.
You could have actually stayed there and would have gone after me.
Boop.
That's fine. I plan on next round going past you.
1, 2, 3,
This thing will be
4,
dead.
5. You see, Vanessa, over your shoulder as you're like running away, you see that they are all following, like creepy small children coming at you.
I mean, if I'm able to drag them over closer to the tanks, that's fine.
Right.
Let the meat shields get in front of you, aka me.
AK runs over, picks up Tarzan first. Tarzan
5.
just throws Mark. Yeet.
Well, you unintentionally have half cover because 2 creatures walked in the archer's path.
Good.
All right, so we are going to start, though, with the easy ones. The first one is going to try to hit Twitch, because that's where it was originally attacking. Does a 15 hit you?
For me?
Yes, Twitch.
No. 15 does not.
Hooray, new armor! I don't think it hit your mage armor either, but still, it feels nice, the breastplate. All right.
Is your armor now anyway?
19.
Of course it is.
The next one will be at Isabella with disadvantage. And this one has a sword. Aren't you happy for that disadvantage? Like, it's just as it goes to strike at you with the sword, you see that the frost crystals were all along its like arms and everything, and it just can't get there fast enough as you dodge it. All right, I'm gonna try for the archer first. It misses. Then we're going to just go clockwise, starting with the one at the top. 13 does not hit you.
Nope.
A 13 does not hit you, and you were saved a critical. And the 3 also does not hit you. Yeah, like, as they're just trying to approach you and, like, reach at you, you just flare a little bit of this, like, protective light. That, like, they kind of shy away from, so they're doing, like, half-turned heads as they reach at you.
Ew.
Twitch, it is now your turn.
Okay. Then I will attempt to hit the guy in front of me with my battle axe.
With advantage.
It's amazing, Mark. Every time she, like, swings a weapon, it's a completely different weapon.
I'm okay with this, though.
Yeah.
14?
14 does hit.
Okay. Oof.
Oh.
Ooh.
It
I
is...
don't think that could have been worse.
It is still standing.
Yeah,
It won't
yeah.
be for long.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one is no longer disadvantaged. Is there anything else you want to do?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just confirming. You
Casually.
moved.
Because I'm using a shield, so I can't do a second attack,
Yeah.
as far as I know.
Use a shield bash.
Right this moment, the shield is worth it.
DM casually doesn't make the map big enough.
I made assumptions, and I see what happened here.
never make assumptions.
Yeah, basically.
You should always expect me to run. Run, forced to run.
Yeah, you're only running because I did almost half your health right away. This is what really happened. We are at the top of the round, and it is Mark's turn.
Oh, look. I have a thing. Thing is gonna die.
Roll with advantage.
Go for the 20.
Non-natural, so it hits.
How does it look?
It looks badly damaged, and you have to take your attack first.
Well, yes. I know.
Yeah. I mean, your primary. Yeah.
I was gonna say with magical means.
That's an after rereading, you have to make the primary attack before you use the butt kind of deal.
6.
It is now down.
Okay. I'm going to move here and hit this one.
Very nice. Also hits. You have whacked into it with a quick thump. It's just it has just started to defrost from its ice and takes a small bit of damage as you kink it across. Clip it across. That's what I meant. All right. Renessa Isabella.
Do you want to go first?
Sure, I pretty much know what I'm doing.
Go for it.
Since you know, go for it.
It just matters on if you need to. Okay, can I pull a rapier and a dagger?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
Because that's a light weapon, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I was just making sure.
Yeah.
So I'm going to attack it with rapier dagger.
All right. Hit it with your rapier first. Yep.
I forgot to do something. Oh well. Too late now.
Sorry.
It's my fault. I forgot.
With
I can
advantage
reroll
because
that.
of flanking.
Yep, with advantage. Oh, yeah. 20 hits.
Okay.
Yeah, remember your one rolling ability, because I do not.
And I could have disarmed it too.
Oh, yeah, this one has a...
Damage.
Nice. It is still standing, yeah.
Okay.
You want to bonus hit it with your dagger?
Yeah.
All right.
Question: can I use the butt end of my dagger?
Not successfully, because then it's basically you punching it.
Okay, that's fine. 16.
All right, that hits.
And this is a D4 plus 3. Oh, actually, before I forget, I have sneak attack on that.
This is true. You should roll your sneak attack damage.
Yeah,
That will probably kill it.
most likely.
Unless it's all ones.
2d6. 8 damage.
Yeah, so really what happens with your first rapier attack is that you just slam down into it, shattering bits of bone and everything before it can actually, get anything done there.
Okay. Now, I still have my bonus action then?
You still have your bonus action, which has not been used for an attack yet.
Okay. Go. Like, back against the wall.
Yep.
Bonus action hide.
Yes, you can. Roll a hide for me. Very nice. All right.
Oh yeah, I'm a rogue. I get cool stuff.
The things that are remembered. Renessa, it is your turn.
What is disengage? What does that cover? What does that take up?
Disengage takes up your action, but allows you to move then and not be attacked.
They can't make attacks of opportunity.
They can't make attacks of opportunity against you.
You could hit one and then run.
I mean, that was my thought process, was just
Mhm.
have disadvantage anyway of just winging it at, like, hitting, like, one of them and then just kind of going, bye! I'm running over towards Mark.
Yes, come toward the big shiny carrot for them.
And
So-
are you dual wielding?
I have both scimitars out, one of which is the new one, and that's probably in her dominant hand
Okay.
as well. So, yeah, we're gonna attack this top one up here.
All right. Go for
We're
the.
gonna use new fancy scimitar. Shoot, I have to look up the bonus.
Oh, I
That's
forgot
bad.
that before. Remember that.
Okay. This is a 15 hit.
A 15 does hit. Don't worry, Mark. I just realized I forgot something from a round ago.
It takes 10 damage,
All right. It is still standing.
but it gets the offhand attack.
All right. That is your bonus.
Which doesn't take your modifier.
Oh,
It
see,
does with the dual wielding ability that I have from my class. Yeah, I have 2 weapon fighting from my class, which gives me the modifier to damage. So
It's like
that's all that's really effective.
You get to use your abilities. It's great. Oh,
Mhm.
hold on one second.
Do you want me to send the attack roll?
No. Yeah, still do your attack roll. Go for it.
Nat 20.
Nice. Do your damage.
So 2d8 plus 3. There you go, 14.
Okay. Ouch. That one is down then.
Cool. That means only 2 of them get attacks of opportunity while I had no bad there.
Good job, DPS.
Woo. I wanted the...
And then 5,
There.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you can get there.
That was about there.
I was doing quick double math because this system does not include the double of those. But yeah, you're able to 5, 10, 15,
Yeah, and
20,
I was
25, 30.
aiming to avoid having to do those.
Appreciated. All right, so 2 are attacking you with disadvantage. Oh, does an 18 hit you?
The 18 would.
All right. I've way too long ago done that roll to attack. That's what I'm learning from my up arrows. You take 4 points of damage. And can I get a Constitution save?
Now I know what you forgot.
Yeah.
You've forgotten that for several turns now.
I only hit her once. You're fine there. Second attack. Does a 13 hit you?
No.
Okay, cool. It like even through the little bit of pain as it goes through, you're able to keep concentration on your spell.
You keep having monsters with special effects and you don't get to use them.
That was no special effect. That was just a con save for her spell.
Yeah, that was so I can keep the concentration on
The thing that's keeping you alive. Make me feel better, Renessa. What's your hit points at right now?
14 out of 37.
Hey, that still makes me feel better. You're under half. You are well under half even. Renessa
And
comes.
I can't cast any more spells on myself.
Yeah, Renessa comes running around the corner, looking pretty torn up around. Like she's still working. She's still up, but not quite happy. All right, and now we continue the consistent barrage of skeletons. You can take your reaction, Tarstan.
Oh yeah, that's gonna happen. 11's not gonna hit, is it?
11 does not hit. 15, 20, 25, 30. 5, 10, 15.
Yeah, and the archer's like, I can't hit anything because there's a wall in the way.
Yep, but it does walk around the wall. The wall ends right about here.
Yeah, and now it has 2 creatures in its way.
It will again. You have a higher AC. So first, the one that just attacks you with disadvantage is going to attack you. Does a 15 hit you?
That is my AC.
But you are saved from a critical.
Uh-huh.
Your spell is doing quite well on this measure.
Yeah, that's why I was like,
You take
use it.
5 damage, and I need another Constitution save.
Ow. I am below single digits here.
Get past me, you'll do better.
Get behind the tanks.
I'm trying.
Ooh, 10 is exactly what you need. Well done there. As the archer hits you with disadvantage, does a
It's above a 15 it
14 because it is in the way of the other skeletons. So I play fair. You watch as the skeleton archer takes aim at you, and you just feel like that little bit of worry come through, and it's right as the one skeleton steps in front of it and it gets hit in the back with an arrow. That is this one, so it takes. Sorry, I have so many pieces of paper.
You're fine.
Oops, and that would almost not work. Take 6 points of damage.
Ow.
Good
Hey.
job hitting your buddy.
Hey, that's 6 points that did not hit you.
Uh-huh. That would have brought me down to 3, because I'm at 9.
There we go. All right, Twitch, it is your turn.
Okay. I will move here
Okay.
and
why.
hit it in the back with my battle axe. 12?
A 12 does not hit.
Inspiration.
You have that inspiration. Go for it.
It's a D6?
It's a D6.
An 18.
An 18 does hit.
Okay.
Your pun has, in fact, let you hit this skeleton.
Can I transfer Hunter's Mark as a bonus action?
Hex.
Hex, sorry.
You're
It's like, when did you
you're
turn
getting it in just in time. Yes, you may. Let it be known, I giveth and I taketh away.
I mean, you're taking a lot away from me right now.
That is why I giveth now.
Karma has to be balanced.
Karma must be balanced. I am a big believer in balance in this world and the game.
I don't think Vanessa's gonna ever try and help
11
Isabella.
damage.
Nice. That is taking a good amount of damage now. So that was your bonus action. That should be everything then.
Yep.
Sorry. Multiple screens. Multiple screens.
You're muted.
Me?
You're trying to talk.
Hello?
No, it's me.
Oh, okay.
I said I can't wait until after.
Oh.
Fine thing is still trapped and is still over there. That way I can just stay 120 feet away and fire, 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 fire.
The vine thing disappears inside of the building.
Still go burn down the building.
That's fine. All right.
We'll just say
And
Mark in there.
we are back to the top on round 5. Mark.
Are you not going to do this, Skelly?
No, did I might have missed him then, because, okay, I'll take a shot at you. I think I got excited about hitting Renessa, probably.
Probably.
Yeah, it doesn't hit you. We move on. Hey, it's your turn now. I respect that magic is the answer to hitting Mark, and apparently now it is also the answer to hitting Twitch.
How about a natural 20?
Hey! Go destroy it. I understand. This is how this game works.
2d20, 2d10.
2d20 on damages.
There's a 17.
It is also destroyed.
I'm gonna move here. Hello.
I realize I have not actually asked what hex you're putting on them, but as you see, it hasn't really come up.
Yeah,
Axed. Yes.
I was
When I
thinking
asked
probably
the
strength.
question.
I am a New Yorker originally, and I will actually start pulling out my Brooklyn on you if you really want. So,
No, I'm literally saying I'm gonna ask them a question.
you're just making a pun. I thought you were making fun of me.
No.
Go ahead. Are you hitting the one on the left or the one on the right?
This one.
Okay, top.
I'm not gonna hit the one on the left because that's Vanessa. I don't want to kill her.
Yeah, the one on the left or the one on the right is still perspective-wise. This is left.
Because
Oops, I'm on the thing.
Not advantage.
That's left. Yes, that's right. Yes.
Does that hit? 14?
14 does hit. Yes.
Get that D4.
1.
Pow.
And now I'm gonna action surge. Action surge.
Now we're just all messing each other up.
Yeah. And I'm gonna try to hit.
Oh, that's
and
one.
then I'm going to sweeping attack to hit both of them.
Okay, so it was 1 damage there. That hits. All right, do
Start
you...
from this way over.
Which way over?
This one first, and then that one.
Okay, so you're hitting a fresh one first.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. Do damage on the fresh one?
There it is. Okay, there's that.
Okay.
And then 1d8. That, and if I remember correctly.
So that's 5 on both of them. Skills, people. One day we will know them all very well.
maybe.
Hopefully.
No.
In theory.
Probably.
Okay. Yep.
Okay, so it's 8 to both of them, right? Or 5 to both of them.
Yes.
Okay. They are both still standing.
No, I don't think that's it.
You moved, you attacked, you bonus actioned.
The original attack roll would hit a second creature, takes damage equal to the number you roll in your superiority die.
Yep.
The second creature gets the superiority die. The
First one
original
just...
gets attack.
Oh, okay, so... That was
8
just...
on 1, 5 on the other.
Okay, so it's only 1 5, not 2 5s. Thank you very much. All right, I think that's it for you.
Yes.
Renessa Isabella.
Vanessa, you want to go?
Sure. I'm gonna swing at this one.
Okay.
$22.
A 22 hits.
And it is 1d8. 7 points of damage.
It is still standing.
And with my offhand attack,
A 10 does not. Is there anything else you would like to do?
is it engaged with Mark?
It is engaged with both of you.
That's what I thought. I'm still gonna walk away because I don't want to get hit anymore.
All right, it's gonna attack of opportunity against you as you go.
Yep.
Does not hit with a 4.
I'm away so that I can then use my bow when the next round.
Okay.
But I'm out.
Her way.
But now I'm outie.
Isabella, it is your turn.
Okay. I'm going to just drop my rapier and dagger right
Okay.
where I'm at.
Nice, gotcha.
Pull out my crossbow so that I'll lose any of the fun stuff I need.
Gotcha.
Go gonna come up here. At the sword guy up here in difficult terrain.
I got him.
Double check him. Within 30. Okay. And with this, if I hit, this would be sneak attack, correct?
Yes, because they... Wait. Oh, yeah, I gotcha.
Hiding?
Yes, you will get the advantage from hiding.
Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Okay, so 22.
That hits.
Don't forget the sneak attack.
Let me make sure I have home.
All the numbers.
All the things.
Rose.
Mirrors has joined us.
Hey!
14 damage on him.
Nice. That is...
Hard movement. Art. Then my action, move back here. Bonus action, hide again.
Okay. Oh, that's what I did. I wrote in one of the wrong ones. That's fine now. Okay, you are 24. All right. Skeletons. Oops. Wrong mouse. Boop.
I'm gonna attack, because I can.
Okay, go for it.
Nope.
Yeah, that does not hit.
I tried to help you. I really.
All right. We're going to start with the archer, which does not hit. We're going to go to the one that does not have advantage, which does not hit. All right. We're going to start with the claw one that has advantage. Does a 19 hit you?
Yeah.
Okay. Wait, it was 1, 2. Take 6 damage. Caltrops.
3.
Caltrops are my friend.
I just take 3 from that. That's
Yeah.
Cool.
Welcome to being a heavy armor master.
Yay, DR.
And then the second one with advantage. 13 does not. All right. That takes us to Twitch.
Okay. I will move there.
Okay.
Bonus action on the guy. For Hunter's Mark. There. Hex.
Wrong one.
Sorry.
H.
This is the one that's the save or the skill check, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Which skill check? We haven't actually come up with, like, said it yet, so I just want to...
Strength.
Okay.
And 24?
It does hit.
Okay. And 10 points of damage.
It is destroyed.
And I have 10 feet of movement left.
You come here.
Can I get there?
Yes, you can. All right. And we are at the top of the round.
I wonder what I'm going to do.
Smacky smack.
I don't know. Try to take over the world?
Of course, Pinky. We always try to take over the world.
Excellent.
That's a natural 20.
Hey! Look, Twitch, you created that critical.
Yep. You're welcome.
Which
Hey.
failed
Hey,
miserably.
you get to re-roll that one.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
The DM has giveth all that the DM giveth now.
There you go. That's right. So,
It's a 10.
Yes. Sorry, I was thinking something all the way through. That will destroy that one.
hit the other one with my bonus.
Okay. It's that one.
I think a 21's gonna hit.
21 is in fact going to hit.
Or your caltrop.
2. Oh, wait, I can re-roll that. 3.
It is still standing.
I kind of figured.
That's actually really. I just realized that's really good. If you can re-roll 1s and 2s on a d4.
You can only do it once, though.
And I'm sorry, you destroyed that one, and I was behind. Boop. All right. That takes us to Renessa Isabella.
Oh, you guys don't have...
Do you want to go first? Or
Go ahead, I'm thinking.
I now have a clear line of shot on the damn archer.
Yes.
And I'm going to fire at the damn archer.
Sounds good.
Someone's unhappy with the archer.
Still a plus.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
18.
18 hits.
Yeah, it's literally like the same.
As you're bleeding, really unhappy, you draw back your bow. 10 damage? Awesome.
Yep.
You watch as its attention turns back towards you.
I only moved 25 feet. Me.
On that would Isabella?
Okay. Will it take an action or bonus action to put my crossbow away, pick up my down?
I'll let it take up your bonus action to change everything around.
Okay. Well, because what I'm doing is I'm picking that up.
Yep.
And, because what I want to do is just shoot them.
Okay.
So that way my hands are free so I can...
All right. You've recollected everything with your bonus.
Okay, try to figure out exactly what it be so I can have... Right. This guy, so... Yes. Move there.
All right.
Constitution saving throw. For frostbite.
That is a 14. No,
Just chilled some squirrel and no man.
it's that you chill it. You successfully get some ice forming around it, but it's still moving as it walks a little bit and is going to fire at Renessa.
Let's say I should have a bit of...
Oh, sorry. If you have some more movement, please take it.
Yeah, so that is... Just do... Because he was, here, so I was trying to get between us.
No, I understand. The skeleton doesn't move until after you move. That was
Yeah.
I preempted because I forgot you didn't use up all of your movement. I apologize for that.
Well, I'm just telling you why I moved there rather than back
Yeah.
behind Mark.
Nope, I saw the very specific arrow a moment ago. All right, so we've got the one is going to shoot at Renessa. Disadvantage still. You are saved from a natural, but you are still hit with an arrow, I believe.
I think she would actually say that at this point.
It would probably hit her and she would go, fuck.
6 damage.
Fuck.
Don't die. Please don't die.
I'm at 3.
Run the away. Hide for a bit.
Um,
I think we had the last 2.
and
It's like,
The last poor one doesn't know any better, so it's going to try to attack Mark. 19! 19.
No, that was the one number I picked that you couldn't hit me with.
That doesn't work that way.
I know. That's why it's sarcasm.
But will I do damage?
Probably.
Ooh! 3 points as well. It's 3 points after your DR.
Yes, I know.
It's this little skeleton is like crawling into you and just getting its little bony childlike hands into your armor and under you and scratching at your face. It's now going to die though, probably, as Twitch gets the attack.
Yeah.
So 10 feet there.
Yeah.
Bonus action hex. Strength again.
Yep.
25 this time.
That totally hits.
And 10 damage.
That kills it.
Now, if you want to go here, we can flank it.
Yeah.
You prepare as you just start to surround this, the skeleton. Alright.
Archer's gonna have a bad day.
Well, Mark, it is your turn.
This one is dead, yes?
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't mark it yet.
Pink.
Oh, Renessa, make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh.
I think that's a little late, but okay.
I giveth and I taketh away.
I know. Does a 21 hit?
You no longer have it on you, and yes, you totally hit it.
It's okay. I'm gonna go hide behind Isabella.
It's
14 points.
it's dead anyway. All of the skeletons are defeated.
There's just. Where's the hell is the vine?
Yeah.
Inside the shed thing.
You're not sure.
Oh.
That's out of character inside the shed thing.
I was gonna say out of character. That's what I was asking. I was like, where the hell is it? It was on the map.
Did I see the vine thing?
Honestly, Mark and Twitch did not see the vine thing.
Yup.
Okay. Dang it, then I can't do the joke.
Any other little
I was gonna say, come out of the closet, we've got a bone to pick with you. But oh well.
And after a moment with that, you are out of any imminent danger.
I'm going to out the crappy short sword I got at the abandoned farm,
Yeah.
and I am just going to start whacking through all this stuff, asking Mark this.
I would. Really? Okay. I lied. The imminent threat is not gone.
Well, technically, it's still my turn.
Well, Isabella and them are next, and it has been holding an action.
Has it marked me and been holding an action?
No, you're just the first person to come back within range.
Does it not get surprised because I knew it was over there?
Yeah, but you couldn't see it because it looks like normal vines when it's not moving.
Okay, because I was gonna say I start right here.
Yeah, and oops, wrong thing. Yep. Sorry, this was just very unexpected.
We finish hacking this one, and Isabella just runs up and just stabs the ground.
Yeah, you said you were going to burn it from a distance, not run back up to it and hit it with the sword. I admit I am surprised.
I was gonna say, why don't you just start burning the ground instead of...
Because I didn't want to burn down the whole place.
A 19 hits you, right? Uh,
Am I grappled again?
Yeah. You take 9 points of damage as you watch Isabella just go up and be like, "No, you don't understand. This vine is," and it just wraps around her legs and starts crushing the life out of her. Again.
And since it's technically Renessa's and Isabella's turn, she's watching this whole thing. She's like, "God damn it! I just healed you from that."
My immediate reaction is just face palming. Just no.
Okay. I will honestly propose this to the group for a second. You were over here. And I'm not actually that mean to say that you ran up and over to it and, like, using your... I'm estimating, even. So, are we good with that we technically were out of Inish for one round for Isabella to move, but we're going to keep the same Inish?
You did say that we were out of initiative, but...
It was holding for anything to come within 20 feet of it.
So
the question is, do you want to roll a new Inish, basically, or shall we just keep this?
Anything coming within 20 feet of it?
I did miss that before. I apologize. Like, I was keeping track of things.
Except for yours.
So then...
Both of us.
No, you're totally right. This is what happens when I'm on two maps and one of them is... and a thing. I apologize for that.
What would it go for?
It probably would go for the cat.
Which was there first?
Yeah. All right.
I get a heal 9 points and
You-
not be 1 point above.
Twitch, does 19 hit you?
19 is my AC.
You take 9 points of damage and you are grappled. We're just gonna, like, fix this around a little bit here. So we'll say that finished. We're gonna say, Isabella, you have used your move. That's okay.
Okay.
Or you can return all the way back here.
I would have. Yeah, I'm gonna return back there.
All right, we'll move back 30. Cool.
And is it outside or inside?
It's hard for you to tell. You would have to make a perception for you to really see it.
Okay, then I'm just gonna.
We'll say that's a grapple. Oh, wait, we have a net.
There's a net. Okay, so my turn.
Yeah. Yes.
Here,
Okay.
lighting it up.
All right. Roll to hit, and actually, I'll roll the equivalent of a stealth for it because it's moving now. You can see it with your passive perception, so you can just roll to hit.
12.
You send it in, and you see that it, like, catches onto all the vines around it, but it seems to fade away before actually doing any damage.
Okay.
Do you have anything left? Yeah. I think you have a bonus still.
Bonus action, flip it off.
That seems kind of fair. Renessa, you see that after weird happenstance and slight time dilation, Twitch is now grappled.
You hallucinated Isabella getting grappled.
It was the blood loss.
So where, like, is this whole white area where it's at?
It has a very long reach.
So none of us can actually see it.
You can, if you get over in this area, get a line of sight. It is using the doorway to its advantage.
So
I was just gonna say, can I even see it?
if I move,
I'm going to say yes, you can, because you can see kind of where the vines are coming from. Everybody can kind of see where it's coming from, but to really hit it is a line of sight issue because of a doorway.
Yeah. So there I have line of sight, and I'll shoot at it.
All right. .24 does hit.
Okay.
So close.
Ooh.
And now she almost missed.
10 damage. I keep rolling 10 damage.
Hunter's mark?
Nope.
I have no more spells.
Ah.
And
you can't transfer it?
No,
It fell away.
I casted Hunter's Mark, but it's a concentration spell, so when I casted Protect for Good and Evil on myself, and that being a concentration spell as well, broke the concentration on Hunter's Mark.
Oh, why did I switch to a
Okay.
pencil?
You
And I
still
have-
the dot on your character.
Oh, I apologize. I've been very good about taking, but feel free to remove your own concentration things at times. But it will be Twitch. It is your turn.
Okay.
So you can either do an athletics versus its to get out, or you can do a acrobatics to try to escape. And it's a straight DC as I have re-looked at things.
Could she cut the vines?
Not super effectively, but otherwise your movement is at 0 until you escape the grapple.
Okay, I'm going to try and acrobatics my way out.
Okie doke. You are
20
able
not
to get away.
Yay. Okay. So now can I do a move?
Yes. That took up your action, so you still have a movement and a bonus.
Okay. So I could move there and bonus action it with Hex.
Yes.
Strength.
It has been done.
So it has
Hoping-
disadvantage on strength checks.
All right.
Grapple.
It seems to be part of...
Grapple is a strength check.
It is. Part of the issue is, though, is part of its attack is to grapple. So it's on its to hit.
DM, I hope you know, you have made Isabella hate the wild.
What, you mean between plant creatures and viney things, like just trying to kill you? That seems fair. That seems fair. All right, you moved closer to it. It's gonna try to hit you again. I'm just making sure. Yeah. But that does not hit unless you have suddenly dropped down to a very low 11.
Nope.
All right. Then it is top of the round and Mark's turn.
Okay, so I'm trying to calculate this. Can I somehow get here with only my move?
Inside the building?
Yes.
The issue is you have to get through it. Which you cannot really get around that doorway to do.
Okay. Well, I'm going to go here then.
The only other option you have is, and I will give this, you do see that the roof is off.
I'm not going to climb that.
Okay, I'm giving you an option.
Yeah, I don't have a dex save good enough to actually make it fall. I'm going to hit it from here because I'm not going to block line of sight.
All right.
I'm guessing a 9 doesn't do it.
A 9 does not hit.
I just imagine Mark's kind of like trying to have it in there best he can.
It's big weapon, small space. Causes some issues.
A little bit.
Anything else?
Nah, I'm good.
All right.
Oh, the butt.
I was like, if you don't want to use your bonus, all right. Are you sure? Like, we could go back in time.
Oh, the butt.
Like, we could go back in time and you could not do this. I respect if you want to change your mind.
2d4, 4 damage.
Hooray!
Actually, I can re-roll that.
You can re-roll both of them, yes.
Alright, we're gonna have to start doing you just double dice because it's getting confusing with this.
Okay, just 3.
3.
I have to take the new roll no matter what.
Yep. Alright. That is now the end of your stuff. Vanessa and Isabella.
Go ahead, Renessa.
Okay.
You should probably move a little bit, yeah.
And now I will shoot at it. And it takes max damage of 11.
Nice. I was like, why are you rolling twice? Like, you're 21 hits, but you don't have advantage.
No, I was rolling damage. Because I was like, I believe in 21 hits.
That's fair.
It just looks like a d20.
Yeah. You just shoot right into it, and yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good amount of damage. So Isabella.
Oh. Just move here. Definitely have enough movement.
Yeah.
I'm just going to start bonus action yelling at it. Fucking burn. Again.
All right.
Isabella does not. 14.
A 14 does hit.
20. No. I think it's 6. Oh, no. Wow, I were really under damage. 7.
All right. You see that, like, it hits the fire, like, crackles around it a little bit, but goes out a little bit faster than your burning rage against it demands.
That's fine.
Twitch, it is your turn, as I can take the skeletons off the list.
Okay. How much movement would it take to get over the wall?
It is really only a 5-foot wall because it is halfling size. So it would take a 10 climb if you're actually climbing up and climbing down.
Okay. So
That's
would be
15 to get there.
15, 20?
20 to get on top of the wall.
Okay. And then
If you can get here,
I think I can get there. With 30 movement.
and I think 30 would be right here. Because
It's
5, 10,
15.
15, 25, and it takes 2 to get through here.
Yeah, I might only be able to get there. This is DM.
I'm sorry. Get rid of the arrows for a second. They started confusing me, and they were moving as I was trying to count. So I'm like, damn it. Let me try again. All right. So 15. Wait. This is what freehand is for. 15. 20 to get up. 25 to get here, and you don't have enough movement to get there
Okay.
because of rough terrain.
Okay. I'll still move there.
Okay.
And then...
There we go. I was doing my best not to delete you by accident again.
I mean, you could delete it. Thing.
Does a 12 hit it?
A 12 does not hit it. Like, you go in and you hit some vines and stuff in this area, but you're just hitting the wrong vines at this moment.
Yeah.
All right, and it is now its turn. Can unless you have a bonus.
Didn't she use her bonus to get the hex there?
No, that was the
No,
previous
that
round.
was the previous turn.
I'm just checking.
Nope.
Um,
Oh, I misread that before.
I think I might Hexblade Curse.
Okay. Do the extra d6 to it.
No. Hexblade Curse is 2 bonus on damage rolls, critical hit on a 19 or 20, and 7 HP if it dies.
I apologize. It's the straight damage. That's what I was forgetting.
Yep.
I knew it does extra damage. I couldn't remember how much right then. All right. Can I get a strength save from both Twitch and Mark? As I misread this, I could have done this so much sooner. Actually, wait.
Is anybody in 20-foot radius?
Hold on. I gotcha. So
I got an 18.
14.
hold on. I'm just rereading this one more time, and I'm sorry. Nah, because it's going to want to hate you. All right. That will make it in both cases, so.
And it's got disadvantage on strength check.
Yes.
Although I don't know whether that'll matter.
Oh, so no. Darn it. Undo. Darn you, square. There we go. It's there. 5, 10. Nope. Now I'm in the wrong spot again. There we go. There we go. That area fills up with vines that are grasping and trying to entangle. It is in one of those cases where I just want to turn to ground. Oh, okay. Interesting. Sweet. All right. You will save as all of these entangling vines start to reach up from the ground and start moving around, but you're both able to just wrench your feet away and get out. All right. That is that. So we're at the top of the round again.
Okay.
Mark.
So I'm going to move the 10 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do my attacks.
Yep.
1, 2.
All right.
23, I'm assuming is going to hit.
23 hits.
That. Now.
The offhand?
Nah, I can't do anything. Meh. Okay, and then I'm going to do the reroll of that.
There you go.
You tried.
No, that was really me being like, come on, remember, I need to stop reminding you, so please remember.
I hadn't seen it. I was looking at a different page.
I didn't realize that.
Then I'm going to do the other half of the weapon.
Okay.
Does a 14 hit?
A 14 does hit. That is on the nosy. Oh, there was something. Oh, yeah, sure.
4.
Very nice.
So 14
And now I'm
damage.
going to move 10 feet over here.
Okay. The walk around continues. Renessa Isabella.
All I can think of now is ring around a posy.
Hey, you all fall down is fine with me.
Around a posy.
Ring around the rosy, pocket full of posy.
I'll go. So Attack.
Oof.
13 is actually what it is. I misread my sheet for a second, so you hit.
Yeah. 7 damage.
Had that bit to be like, later on someone's going to look at a DMG and come back and be like, that's not correct. All
You
right.
bumped it up for our level.
Yeah, totally. It was not me misreading a sheet. Is there anything else you were doing?
That's really all I can do.
All right, Isabella. Is this another firebolt?
Yeah.
Just making sure.
I told you I'm burning it.
Yeah, the flame hits, singes a couple leaves, goes back out. All right.
Next round.
To
Note
remind
self.
you, the main attack is a slashing damage.
Yes. I have yours. The worst one is Twitch, but luckily on this sheet is all of the damage types.
Yep.
With that, Twitch, it's your turn.
Okay. 5-foot step.
10-foot step.
10-foot step.
Well, that's a big step.
So many vines.
20
A 20 hits.
hits and 14 damage.
Very nice. You're just hacking away at this plant, and you're not like 100% sure what is where and where is what, but you're doing it. Can I get... Let's see. Yeah. I'm going to go for another strength check from both of you guys.
Crap.
14.
This time, like, Twitch, you're still able to pull away, but all of the vines just start wrapping around Mark before he can pull away, and they are fully encasing you around, and you are restrained.
That's not okay.
It's your turn. What would you like to do?
Get out.
Roll for athletics.
Because I think these are all the same modifier. 17?
You're able to just get yourself out and push away all the branches and things, and you are free.
Can I see if there's a part that is more thicker, viney, more like
A root structure.
yeah, something that would be more beneficial to hit?
You're looking through and looking around. You don't see anything. It's just all this tangled mess that's just constantly twisting and turning. And I'm honestly saving you from wasting a turn kind of thing.
Yeah.
Cool.
Just curious. I'm gonna try to hit it with the bonus.
You have to have attacked first to be able to use your bonus.
Okay. Well, I'm good then.
Okay. Vanessa, Isabella.
I'm gonna use the frost bite. So it'd be a con save of
I believe I fail.
1 point of cold damage.
It's better than none.
The important part is disadvantage, yeah. Hey, you see this one bit of it just freeze over.
It's like a leaf that got a little bit of frost.
Vanessa.
Fires.
Pew, pew. Nah.
It just hits into the door frame. It's the issue with
I'm
this.
also, like, standing here bleeding to death, basically.
Why don't you do a heal check and, you know...
Because she's not... You're not bleeding.
That's right.
Because healing kits don't actually heal, they stabilize you.
It's true.
Unless if you have the healers.
Yeah, so, like, if I used a healing kit on myself, it really wouldn't do anything.
You'd have these lovely bandages on your head.
I'd have bandages.
Twitch, it is your turn.
Okay. So
That hits.
and 13.
Nice. The hacking continues. I apologize on that part. All right. The vines, they do nothing, but it
Oh,
did...
wait.
You get...
That's a crit.
Hey!
That's a crit for you?
With the Hexblade's Curse.
As well as I get +2 damage because it's Hexblade Curse. So
I-
that's
I did look up and I was like,
16.
oh, I guess you forgot the... Maybe I'm misremembering the +2, so wait. Okay, so it's 10 plus 4 plus 8 plus 2.
yeah.
So 24.
Yeah.
Okay, 24.
That makes my head hurt.
It is, like, just in there. It seems to be moving a lot less. And it's going to attempt to hit Mark. With
Okay.
disadvantage.
Okay.
Oh, there's a shot. 19!
Yeah.
It makes its final deathing attack and grapples onto you. You're only grappled in this state. Only grappled, so you can still hit, you just can't move.
Okay.
So just kill it.
That's my plan.
But you do take 11 points of damage.
Nope.
Drop to 8.
Okay.
Mark, it's your turn.
Here's just me being. Never
That
mind.
was close.
21 hits.
Yeah. 4, that's 12.
That
Is it dead?
will destroy, like, you feel it loosen its grasp on you. It is no longer moving or attacking or doing anything. Hey guys,
Okay.
I'm gonna turn off the combat music again.
Now we know it won't sneak up behind us and kill us.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
so
we're-
another one.
If we're done in combat, Renessa's probably just gonna lay on the ground where she's at right now.
Like, you see after a few moments, like, I feel like out of... Mark realizes that it completely drops from him, but there's still some plants around, so everybody keeps hacking away at it for a few more moments just to make sure. But then after
Move the ground down a bit.
then after a full round, you realize, no, it is all over.
I'm gonna look around the little hut that I'm in. Is there anything else in there?
Yep. I'm gonna help.
I admit, I have had many late nights this week, and was actually planning in the back of my mind to end earlier, that we are going to pick up where we're at. I apologize for this.
That's fine.
But we will pick up with the looting. And the investigation and everything else.
And hey, Vanessa never hit 0.
And Vanessa did not hit 0, and Isabella was only at half. Like,
And she has a new monster to get elbow deep in.
this one is lacking in the visceral blood and fluids, though.
It's her own this time. I'm just imagining she's working, it's just all her own blood.
And you actually got some damage on me.
Yeah,
And it's like vine sap. You could...
there's
Would you like
there's
to
some
know where I'm
sap. Wait, I'm gonna guess. I've done 15 points of damage to you in total. How many?
14.
I was off by 1. I do not feel bad about that.
I'm at 36 out of 50.
Yeah, but you know what?
I am currently at 14 hit points.
You just got 7 back.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you have this bit like after you guys are finished and everything. Mark, you look up. The patterns on Twitch's face have changed again.
Oh, yeah.
Anything specific about them?
Just like the brown and orange that she has like now switched again.
I just imagine like a camo pattern that constantly, every time they apply it, is slightly different.
It's vaguely that. But yeah, I think
I'll take a mental note and just go on with life.
You've taken a few mental notes and just continuously pointing it out.
Yeah, it's just every time it happens, you're just like mental note.
Yep. But yeah.
Everyone's investigating, and Vanessa is lying on the ground.
With that, we will end it here. Thank you for joining us. A Call to Rising has the next 2 weeks off at this moment. There's kind of conventions going on and a pre-planned vacation on my part. So thank you very much for joining us. We really appreciate it and staying pretty late with us again. We hope that you enjoyed it. Please, again, stay tuned for some other really great shows. We have, I'm not going to remember it at this time of night, Vibrant, Victorious, and...
Vibrant, Visible, Victorious.
Vibrant, Visible, Victorious. I feel pretty good with that then. That was pretty close. Otherwise, 3Vs, which will be having one of their one-shots tomorrow. Please check it out. They're really awesome people. To learn more about our other great and amazing shows, again, we have our Discord link down below. Check it out. As well as to keep up to date with our Twitter, because that will give you all of our recent shows that as they are going on. A thank you again to our patrons who are out there. You got to see your names during our intermission, as well as to our sponsors, Devin Rue at RueInc.com, Tabletop Loot at TabletopLoot.com. Thank you, Nav. As well as So Nerdware at SoNerdware.com. But until then, until next time, have a great night, guys.